Well, I've had a piece of chicken. I've had a little drink. I've looked at all the girls, given one or two a wink. I'm sitting in my seat, radio to my ear, the Star-Spangled Banner, and the crowd's opening cheer. I've been waiting since last Saturday, see another one beat. Friends, it's time once again to let the big dog eat. It's time to let the big dog eat. It's time to hear the bulldog beat. It's time. 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 The leaves are red and black. It's time. It's time to bring the bulldogs back. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. I love to go back to Athens town. I love to jump up when they hunker down. I love to see the red coat spells and name. I love to talk about that bulldog thing. It's time to get the bulldog grin with 75,000 of your closest friends. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time to feel the bulldog heat. It's time to let the big dog eat. It's time.
Let's go, baby. Woo!
Can y'all hear us out there?
Give us a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up if you're with us tonight.
I hope they can hear us. This would be a bad way to start the show.
That would not be good. That would not be good juice coming into it, Clark, if they can't hear us. See what they say. See what they say.
Just hearing a bunch of go dogs.
Go dogs. Can somebody just give us a thumbs up if they hear us? You know, we got to make sure that we're good. Any comments?
All right, we're good.
All right, we're good to go. There we go. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you, Blake. Man, we are here in Clark's kitchen tonight. You know, a little bit different venue than where we were at last Friday night.
That's very
Clark.
true, yeah.
You know, we're on the beach last go round, and we've been waiting for this time for a long time. And I'm excited about it, Clark. Nerves are there, but this is going to be a big weekend in Athens, Georgia. I'm sure the people in Athens, Georgia right now, there's just a buzz like none other going on in that city. Everybody's excited, Clark, and this is it. This is what we've been waiting for what we've really been in the front of our minds been thinking about for a long time, really.
Yeah. We, honestly speaking, you know, we have been thinking about this game for quite a while, and we didn't want to admit it, Adam. We really didn't want to admit it.
No. It was in the back of our minds, so, you know, but you have to enjoy Florida. Always good. You never take for granted beating Florida, Clark. But it's here, and we're less than 24 hours away to kickoff. About what, roughly 17 hours or so?
Yeah, that's
close to it.
Right.
That sounds good.
Yeah,
sounds
we're
good
going
around
with
that
that.
time.
17 hours.
It's time to get focused, man. We're excited to have y'all tonight. Excited for y'all coming back to see us for a second week in a row. First time we've ever done a call-in show 2 weeks in a row, and that's exciting. That's exciting, man.
Adam, it may become a tradition.
I'm telling you, well, it's like I told you earlier, right before we went live here tonight, Clark, we said, you know, the last time we did a call-in show from right here in your kitchen, the next day went out there and beat a Oregon team 49-3.
Boat raced them. Didn't just beat them, Adam. We boat raced them,
man. So, you know, we might have to start doing more live call-in shows from here if that is the case tomorrow. But I'm excited, Clark. So tell me about it. What's your feel right now? Before we open up the lines, just tell me how you feeling a little bit the Friday night before the big one.
Yeah, so this week, man, I've had so many people come up to me and ask, what's the feeling? You know, are you nervous?
Right.
What's going to happen this week? And quite honestly, I don't know. I listen to Josh Pate, Adam. It is the best college football podcast out there, right behind Row 60.
Of course, right behind Row 60.
No. Great college football podcast. You need to go look it up. It's called Late Kick with Josh Pate. Great guy. Anyway, what he was talking about was there are so many ways this game could play out. You know, it's not going to be, we aren't for sure it's going to be a shootout. It could be a low-scoring game. It could be a Dawgs by 20. It could be, I don't think it will be, but it could be Tennessee by 20. So this game, I mean, it could be close. We don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. What I'm feeling, though, Adam, I'm feeling a Dawgs victory by about 10 points.
Yeah. I think, Clark, as my time thinking about it this week, my confidence in it has just skyrocketed.
Well, good.
It hit a fever pitch today.
Yeah.
Tennessee is not coming in to Sanford Stadium tomorrow, Clark. They're just not there yet, man. I really think, Clark, that even though they're definitely capable of beating Georgia, absolutely are, it's not there yet. It is still Georgia's time, and the heat's going to be cranked all the way up on them tomorrow. What Georgia's going to do, that defense is going to do tomorrow, and I feel like the offense is going to roll too, and stadium be at a fever pitch. It's going to be a memorable day, man. I really just feel like you know, kind of a game I was thinking today that's kind of reminded me of.
What?
This might be far-fetched, Clark, but I was kind of thinking 2017 Georgia-Auburn the first time. Right when Georgia got number one in the polls for the first time since the early 80s, 82 or whenever, fever pitch that week. You know, we were excited. We were there. It was second year of Kirby Smart. We're building a culture up, right? And then, you know, we hear that chatter that week, and then we go to Opelika, Alabama in a hostile environment, and Auburn at Jordan-Hare, and we don't really show up for that game. That was the game that the ball did not bounce our way real good that day, that particular day, Clark. And when it had been all season before that, and Tennessee hadn't had a game like that, Clark, where stuff just didn't go their way, where they had to face a lot of adversity, I feel like. So tomorrow, I think that's going to be their game. Yeah. And I'm excited about it, man. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. So I'm ready to go. Stella's not ready to go.
Before we get this started, I think Stella's just itching to be on the show. Come here, Stella. This is my dog, and she, God bless her, cannot sit still. She's right over here. Come here.
I'm going to bring Stella on.
This is my boxer, Stella. She's still a young pup.
Yep. Sniffing the microphone.
Saying hello.
That's good. Okay. All right. That's good. I'm glad
we're going to have some adversity here tonight, Adam, because Caitlin, my wife, is gone.
Yeah, it's just me and you tonight.
My parents are up in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee.
Nice.
And so nobody's around to keep her. So it's going to be a challenge. All right, so.
I love it, man. So I'm excited. We're excited to hear from y'all tonight, and it's a big game. It's the biggest game of Sanford Stadium history. It's the biggest game in college football regular season in a decade, Clark. And we're thankful to have it in Athens, Georgia. All eyes of the world in Athens, Georgia, man. And Kirby said something good on SEC Inside, Clark. When nerves and anxiety hits you. Have gratitude, man, because gratitude outweighs that. When you sit there and you think and you're thankful for the moment, you're thankful that the Lord has provided the opportunity for you to experience this and that you're at this place and how blessed you are to be there. That outweighs the nerves of what's going to happen and what the results is going to be. When you get that mindset going in and that attitude right there, Clark.
Right.
And that's what I hope these guys have, and that they know what's on the line, Clark, and they know if they can just be thankful for all their hard work has paid off to get to the moment where they're at right now. And hey, let's roll.
Yeah.
Let's roll.
Hey, as Kirby said last year in SEC Media Days, pressure is a privilege, Adam, and that is
That's right.
a byproduct of being great. Is having the spotlight on you. How will the Dogs handle that? To me, they've shown that they can handle that. Not necessarily this year's team, but historically speaking, under Kirby Smart, the Dogs have shown up in these kinds of games, and they haven't just shown up. They've shown up big, and they've won big. So I expect us to come out firing on all cylinders. I don't expect us to come out flat.
No.
But if you do come out flat, if there's a bunch of 3-and-outs early on, we're in trouble. That's all I got to say. And our offense, as good as we are, our offense is not going to be great playing from behind in this style of football game, in my opinion.
I agree, Clark. Definitely we're capable of putting points on the board. And I feel like Georgia is going to play their best game tomorrow, Clark. And if they get beat playing their best game, then you got to tip your hat to Tennessee. Yeah. They're the real deal, and it's just their year. But I feel like we're going to look back on this game, and the narrative will be that Georgia played to their potential tomorrow.
Sure.
And I feel like at that potential, not playing mistake-free football, not shooting themselves in the foot with penalties, and not turning the ball over and getting a takeaway. I'd love to see the defense get a takeaway or two. Then that's going to lead to a win.
We'll see.
Let's do it.
We'll see. All right. Do we want to open up the phone line?
Open them on up.
Right.
Open them on up.
Let me do that. And where's this?
Get them set up, Clark.
Got to make sure everything's squared away.
I'm glad Clark runs this outfit here because I would have no idea what I'm doing if I was in charge of the getting the phone lines open and everything. So
are there multiple lines, Adam?
I just hear that on radio shows, and I just want to say,
oh man,
there's only one line. There's only one line, but
we're not quite to that point. But
that's right.
All right, Adam, we're getting our first call of the night.
First call of the night. Who do we got?
Oh, it's a great friend of the show, Adam. Somebody who is well known in the Rose 60 community.
Been there
Adam.
since day one.
Been there since day one. Who is it?
This is Mr. Beck today, gentlemen. How are we doing?
Mr. Beck.
Oh, I'm telling you, Rich, the vibe down here in Georgia is buzzing. We're excited. We're ready to roll, man. How you feeling up in New York?
I'm feeling great, and I got a wonderful story to tell you about my classroom today.
Hey, I love it.
It was a normal.
Go ahead.
It was a normal morning. Got in 30 minutes early, thinking critically about what my precept is going to be for today, and I have it written down, and it's something like, not everybody can be great at everything, but everybody's good at something.
That's right.
The bell rings. One of my cute students, girl, I'll change her name to keep her safe here.
Right.
We'll call her Natalie for this.
Right.
Rolls up in a bright orange flannel shirt. And I think to myself, like, Natalie, Halloween was Monday. Why are you wearing orange? There ain't no reason out here in Buffalo, New York, anybody should be wearing orange.
Exactly.
And I said, yeah. So I go, Natalie, nice to see you today. How you doing? Why are you wearing orange? It's not Halloween anymore. And she turns around with the biggest grin on her face, hand holding a coffee mug, takes a big old sip. It's water. It's not coffee because she's in 5th grade. And it has a big fat T on it.
Oh,
and she looks at me and she says, "Go Vols."
Oh.
And I said, Natalie, now why in tarnation would you be a Vols fan? Turns out she goes there. She's got an uncle who lives out there. They go to Vol games. They get her all the merchandise. She's been waiting for the right moment because her parents knew that I was a Georgia Bulldogs fan, and she busted it all out on me on Friday. So,
wow,
as any civilized fifth grade teacher would do,
right?
I erased my precept.
Right.
That was well thought out. And the precept for today is beat Tennessee.
There you
go.
Now, I'm not done yet. Mr. Beck ain't done yet. No.
Yes,
no.
sir. All right. Give
Mr.
it
Beck,
to
in
us.
his classroom. In his classroom, we have a currency. It's called the Beck's Buck. And
Nice.
kids earn them for asking questions. They can use it to buy candy and toys.
Right.
I come up to Natalie in front of the whole class. I say, Natalie, I will give you 1,000 Beck's Bucks if Tennessee wins. But if they lose, you get nothing, and the whole class gets 200 each.
Ooh.
Do you want to make this bet? The class is going, yes, Natalie, do it, Natalie,
Right.
come on, you won't. And we take the bet. We shake hands, and it's official. Natalie will not be getting her money because we know that those Bulldogs are going to win. And now Mr. Beck's gone, guys. I hope you have a great weekend. But Rich Beck is here, so glory, boys. How are we doing today?
Glory,
Now that we know it's all over, we want to thank the football gods for please, thank you so much. What? I love that you put a number 3 right next to them Dogs.
That's right.
Thank you. Because you want to know what? They're going to come in with a belly full of fire, ready to absolutely destroy and annihilate Tennessee Volunteers.
Love
There,
it.
without a shadow of a doubt, there will be an absolute shellacking going on. I'm even going to say the word freaking just like you guys did.
Yeah.
You're going to freaking whoop their butt.
There we
That's
go,
right,
Rick. There
Rick.
that freaking go, brother. I love it. Hey, I love that
Now,
you were out there spreading the good word to the kids, man, and being a positive influence in several different ways. But it is nice for me to know that this football game is getting the attention of people and kids and everybody in Buffalo, New York, man, and that you're on the good guys' side and that we have you. I love that story. That story made my day. That is what it's all about, is friendly banter like that and just good times. And that's what we all love about this sport and sports in general, brother.
Absolutely. So let's just spit some facts here, right? 5 straight
Yes,
Georgia
sir.
Bulldogs win
That's right.
by 23 points. Please
Okay.
stop. Like Tennessee has a flipping chance. Not happening. Also, I want to clarify some statements from last week.
Right.
Brock, he's back, baby. He was never gone.
Right.
I was mistaken. He has done corrected himself and came out, and he's going to do it again.
That's
You
right.
might want to look at 19. You can look at him, but you're not going to stop him.
That's right.
And
That's
then the closers ready to open the door and then close it on their face a few more times because he's going to run another 100 yards in this game. That's a fact. That's a prophecy. That's Nostradamus. That's boys. I hope this podcast is awesome. I hope this call is one of my best. And I hope, well, I don't even need to hope. Them Dogs are on top. Can I get a go Dogs?
Go
Dogs,
Dogs,
Rich. Rich, that was your best call you have. I love the high energy you brought, brother. You got to keep it going to 3:30 tomorrow. That's how we need to open up this show. And I want to challenge every caller to get their energy level up tonight because this is probably, besides the national championship, this is the biggest regular season show we've ever done
true.
before. So,
Absolutely.
and
Go Dogs.
it's a thrill, man. I love it. I love the energy. Be loud. Let us hear you in Buffalo, New York tomorrow, Rich. Go Dogs, brother.
You're right. Go Dogs. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, Rich, what a great way to
Great
start
story.
the night.
Great,
Adam. That's
great,
amazing.
strong call. And that's the kind of level, that kind of energy level that we need going through this night, baby, because everybody's got to be loud from their home, wherever they're at. Everybody at Georgia Bulldog Nation's got to show up tomorrow, man. Got to show up tomorrow. I'm loving it. He made a good point, Clark. Since the podcast came out, college football playoff rankings, we kind of touched on that possibly that they would probably do what they did. We were expecting it, and I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah,
I
it couldn't
loved
have
it,
worked
man.
out any better.
I loved it, man. So you get number 1 Tennessee coming into Athens, baby, and I'm ready. I'm ready. It's a statement. It's a statement game. It's a statement game is what this is, man, and ready to go.
Ready to go. All right, Adam, we're getting another caller. Welcome to Row 60. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear us?
Hey, yeah, it's John from Noonan.
John, what's going on tonight in Big Noonan, Georgia?
Well, I've been following y'all for a long time, but I keep, I'm old and I keep forgetting that y'all have these call-ins. So I called in the very first time y'all were down in Florida.
Oh, yes, sir. We
But,
remember. Yes, sir.
You do? Well, even my wife doesn't remember.
There you go. How can we forget you? Great friend of the show. What you got for us tonight?
Well, I looked for y'all in Jacksonville, but you all were in the end zone. I thought y'all got better seats than that.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah,
we're middle class folks.
Why Kirby didn't put us? Why Kirby didn't put us on the field with him? We're still waiting for that, John. We don't understand why we hadn't been granted that access into the program yet. But who knows? Maybe one day.
Well, I asked him about that. And I mentioned y'all's names, and he said, "Who?"
Yeah, well, yes, sir. No,
that was cheap. I'm sorry.
No.
We make fun of ourselves with that, with that. But that's why we're the Common Man's Podcast, John.
There you go. Well, I enjoy y'all very much, and I just worry about Adam sometimes. I think he needs to take some pills.
Take some pills, calm down a little bit. Hey, that's right. That's right.
Calm down a little bit.
That's right. Hey,
listen,
go ahead.
I wanted to ask y'all a question. I've been watching the pregame stuff all day long, and I'm just wondering, get your all's opinion of this. Are y'all concerned at all about all the talking heads favoring Tennessee all day long? They've been ignoring Las Vegas. Having obviously a Tennessee bias all daggone day long. And, we're 8-point favorites. What's going on with them? Do they want Tennessee to beat us? Is that the deal?
No, I think as far as the money line goes, it's about 8 right now. But from what I understand, all the money's on Tennessee. I think 94% of the money is on Tennessee. What that tells me, the line isn't moving anymore. It's not coming down in favor of Tennessee with the money. So what that's telling me is Vegas knows something that we don't know, and they are rarely wrong. I'm not saying they're spot on with every single line, but I mean, if we're just, and Mel Kiper Jr., he said the same thing. Historically, when teams, are this like a dog in this manner that Tennessee is, and all the money's on them, yet the line isn't moving. Historically speaking, those teams end up losing. So I don't know. Take that with a grain of salt. But
that was good, Clark. And I'll talk about the talking heads, the ones we talk about that's got the hair gel and makes 7 figures a year to talk about football. I'll talk about them and what they are. I tell you what, have you ever heard in baseball how chicks dig the long ball? Right? Home run ball, chicks dig it, right? Well, in football, chicks dig the long ball too. The sexiness of it now in college football is these high-powered offense, Clark, who can throw 40-yard touchdown passes and score at will. That's the sexy thing in the college football that we are today. So that's what the media, that's what everybody's going to gravitate to. And I think that's kind of it's a new shiny toy Tennessee is. And I think that's what everybody, and yes, 2 year, and what I like about it, John, what I like about it now is I feel like we're the evil empire now. We're starting to get to that point where the nation wants Georgia to lose, and they want these cute stories to come up and beat them. That Georgia now we're up at the top echelon. We've been there for a few seasons now, and finally got over the hump last year with the national title. And I like playing the role of the villain now of what we are. But yes, I agree that the national talking heads do deep down want Tennessee to win this football game, and I think the love of it, because if you looked at the statistics, Clark, of Tennessee's offense and Georgia's offense, they do it. They're very similar. Oh, yeah. Very similar. Now, Tennessee, of course, is a little bit above in their stats, but they're very similar. But Georgia just has a different way of doing it, getting their points. Sure. Tennessee has a more flashy, sexy way of doing it in their eyes, I believe, and that's my philosophy on why it is.
Yeah.
Well, I had a Tennessee friend reminding me about Missouri and how awful we played, and it's strange to me that nobody's talking about their Pittsburgh game or their Florida game.
Yeah, that's right.
They didn't do too well.
And John, that Pittsburgh game, you bring up a good point. Something I want to touch on. Pat Narduzzi, the Pittsburgh head coach, is a great defensive mind. What they did, and they did so well to make them struggle there, is they stopped the run, Clark. Yeah. They stopped the run first, and I think Georgia could do that tomorrow. And when you stop the run, it really limits, I think, Tennessee's offense in a sense of that you're a step ahead there. If you can stop that running game, because they are very, people don't realize how good, and Kirby's mentioned this a couple times, how good of a team they are running between the tackles too, Clark.
And they run more than we run.
Oh yeah. I mean,
we Georgia passes more than Tennessee passes this year. I mean, that's crazy to think about. You want to think that Tennessee's just this air raid offense and they're chucking the ball downfield, but and they make big plays, but it's because Adam they do establish that run game like you just said. But, Mr. John, you got a score prediction for us tomorrow?
35-28.
Ooh,
good
close.
guys.
Georgia.
There we go. Of course. Go ahead.
Got one more question
Yes,
for
sir.
you, then
Give it to us.
I'll be gone. And I'll understand if you can't answer this. Y'all were in the end zone. We were in section 203, not too far from y'all. And we saw Brenton Cox take a punch or swing at one of our players as we scored a touchdown. I'm sure y'all saw it too.
Yes, sir.
But Florida's been real quiet about why they dismissed him from the team. Do y'all have any insight on that? And I'll hang up.
Yes, sir. Do you want me to answer that, Clark?
Yeah, well, we appreciate your call,
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
John.
Appreciate it,
Thank
Mr.
you
John.
so much.
Hey, next time you see us, come see
Yes,
us.
sir.
Come see us. Say
Okay.
hi to us.
All right.
Appreciate
Go
it.
Dogs.
Go Dogs. Bye. As far as Brenton Cox goes, Clark, he did take a punch. I don't think people on TV saw it because he was just starting to swing. The CBS broadcast caught that last week, but it was a full-on punch.
Oh yeah,
absolutely was. I forget the lineman who it was.
Now
I
heard.
Who was it? Anyway, go ahead. Go.
Anyway, I
the
heard
lineman.
that in the locker room, Brenton Cox got into it and said something along the lines of Dan Mullen was better.
Oh,
now, I don't know if
gosh,
there's
did he
any
really?
truth to that,
Well,
but that was kind of floating on Twitter. So
Well, I'll tell you this, Mr. John. My take on it is I don't like it that they kicked him off because what that tells me is what we saw, the attitude problem that didn't mesh with the culture that Kirby was building on some of these guys that are no longer playing at the University of Georgia and are playing in the likes of Ole Miss's defense, playing at Florida's defense, and is because they didn't have the character and the attitude and the buy-in for what Kirby was building and the standards. So what that tells me is Florida has a guy for the first time in a long time who's not going to put up with with not being bought into what he's trying to build and the culture and the program. So to me, it's just Billy Napier is just weeding folks out and trying to get his guys in there to build a culture, and that's what you got to do. And sometimes it's hard doing that. And I feel like Dan Mullen was opposite. He just tolerates stuff, and and that's why it's in the shape it's in now, Clark.
Yeah.
So anyway,
all right, we're getting another caller. Welcome, row 60. Where are you calling from, and what's your name? I know this guy.
Who's?
This is your dad, and I'm calling behind enemy lines in beautiful Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and we're up here representing the G behind the enemy lines. And I got to say that I'm really kicked off that we came up here today and we looked everywhere for some pancakes, and we couldn't find a single place that served pancakes.
There's not a pancake
So hopefully
house
Georgia. I haven't seen a single pancake house in Pigeon Forge, and I've really been craving some. So hopefully tomorrow Georgia's offensive line will get plenty of pancakes against Tennessee. But
that was creative, Dad. That was very
the
creative.
transition there, Neil. Any friendly banter with any Vol fans up there? A lot of orange up there. What's the feel? What's the feel?
I'm going to be honest with you. We've seen very few people in the ugly puke Tennessee orange up here. Maybe I would say we've been to the outlet malls today. We've been to the Apple Farm. We've been to the Christmas place. Went to Paula Dean's Island. And I'm telling you, probably I could count maybe 10 people I saw in Tennessee outfits. We did see a couple of dog fans, which is good, but I think most of the dogs are at home and ready for the big matchup tomorrow.
That's right.
All right, there we go. I love it.
What's the plan for tomorrow? What time are y'all leaving?
The plan is we're going to get up and eat breakfast about 7:30 so we can make it back by noon. Well, of course, you know, my son-in-law is an Ohio State fan. That's really the only thing I can think wrong with him, but
we're
we
working
put
on
up
him.
with it. But
working on him.
Yeah, we're working on him.
That's
Yeah,
right.
he's a Georgia fan too. But
That's right.
I got to give it to him. At least he has ties to the school itself.
Yeah,
That's
you know?
right.
So
That's right.
I think both of his parents graduated from there, and he was, you know, he's an Ohio native, so we can give him a little leeway there. And but they've got a big game tomorrow against Northwestern.
Wow.
That is big.
that'll be
Northwestern is
pretty close.
they're a juggernaut. They haven't won a
Yeah,
game in the
so-
U.S. this year. Northwestern hadn't, I think.
Yeah, they
They only
Is
beat
that right?
Nebraska.
I didn't
I
know
think
that.
so. They only beat Nebraska and Ireland, I believe. I think
That's right.
that's right.
I believe you're right.
So in Dublin, but
Well,
that should be
anyway,
an
but-
interesting game. Should be a very
Yeah, we're
interesting
excited,
game.
but I really think tomorrow's game, I think it's setting up perfect for us. I mean, I think we feel a little disrespected from the polls and the people talking, building Tennessee up. And don't get me wrong, Tennessee's got a great football team. There's no doubt. But I think in the end, it being in Athens, a lot of things going on. I think they're going to pay tribute to Vince Dooley tomorrow.
That's
and
right.
Charlie Trippey. I think the fans are going to be very fired up. I know you guys will. And I know Clark will come home tomorrow night. He won't be able to talk.
That's good.
That's right.
And I hope that's the case. But I'm going to go ahead and predict the score. And by the way, I predicted the score last week. I don't know if y'all caught
You
this.
got
I
it.
predicted the exact score, 42-20.
Yeah.
So
right.
I'm going to give the Dogs the nod again.
All right.
I'm saying 45-38.
There we
Dogs
go.
on top.
There we go.
Good.
I like it. I'll take it.
Well, Dad,
I'll
thank you
take
for
it
the
too.
call.
I'll take it too.
Y'all be safe
Yes,
on the way
we'll
back
see
tomorrow.
you tomorrow. We love you and love both of you, and we'll see you tomorrow. Go
Yes,
Dogs.
sir.
Y'all
Go
too.
Dogs.
Go Dogs.
Have fun. Love that. Some good wisdom from Neil.
Yeah.
And
And by the way, folks, I did not tell my dad to call in. We're not desperate for calls. Oh man, and we're nationwide now.
Yeah,
We're
that's right,
nationwide.
that's
We got
right.
people
That's
from
it.
New York, and
Missouri,
Texas, and Missouri,
Texas,
Kentucky,
that's right.
Florida, South Carolina.
everything. Oh, good
Unknown
times.
caller.
You got another call coming in.
Sorry, I got to figure out how to.
Who do we got? Who do we
Hold on,
got?
hold on.
Keep the energy
We haven't
level
answered
rolling.
the phone yet.
We're not on. We're not connected.
we got it now.
All right.
Welcome to Row 60. What's your
High
name
energy.
and where are you calling from?
Hey y'all, yeah, this is Star Wars Dog.
Star Wars dog,
Yeah.
man. How we doing
Yeah.
tonight? Where are we calling from, Star Wars?
Oh, not too bad. Not too bad.
Good deal.
Just eating some deer meat, cooking some more jerky up,
Love
getting
that.
ready for the game tomorrow.
Love that, man. I mean, that's just all's right in the world when you got big football on the Saturday, and then you cooking some deer meat, some jerky in this fall. It's that time of year. This is the best time of the year that the good Lord's blessed us with, no doubt.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
So Star Wars Dog, listen.
So
Hey, so
Right.
you just started listening to Row 60, is that right?
yeah. I sit there and run a crane all day,
Okay.
so I end up just trying to fill my time listening to podcasts, and luckily I stumbled across y'all's and been listening about every episode you put out. So
Well, that's
Well, I
awesome.
love
We
it, brother.
appreciate it.
I love it.
I love y'all's energy though, especially the boom.
Oh yeah, you gotta hit him with him, brother. You gotta hit it with him. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, how we feeling about tomorrow? Talk to us about it. What you thinking?
Man, I'm feeling like our team isn't going to put 17 penalties on the board and miss a game-winning kick and mismanage a 4-minute drill at the end of the game. So
Yes, sir.
I think we're a better team than that mentioned team, and
Right.
I think we'll show the country that they're putting too much stock in this Tennessee team, which is doing good,
Right.
but they're a little overhyped because their opponents they're not it.
I agree. Look, Star Wars, you're right, man. That's a good point. Alabama, when they did play them, they shot themselves in the foot more than they have ever in their history. The most penalty yards in Alabama history, going back to whenever it was recorded. So you get that, and they muff a punt right there, and they give up 45 yards in 2 plays, and completely, like you said, miss the field goal to win the game, and completely mismanage the clock. Going
And
into
then
so
all of that, and it still took a last-minute field goal, which, by the way, was almost blocked to beat them.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. I mean,
So,
obviously, just the stars. I mean, the ball was just bounced Tennessee's way. Now, I'm not taking away any talent, or they're a very talented team and a very capable team of beating Georgia, but they've had the ball bounce their way a lot. You think about it, and they still would have beat LSU.
Right.
But you couldn't start off a game better in Baton Rouge by them muffing an opening kickoff too, and getting the ball on the 10. So anyway, it's due for the ball to bounce their way this year for them, I believe too. But go ahead, Star Wars.
Right. I agree, man. Yeah. I think it's going to be a fun game. Going to have my sister over and going to watch it.
Nice.
Star Wars, you do me a favor tomorrow, brother.
Yeah.
You and your sister,
What's
y'all
that?
get loud, man.
Yes.
Get loud from that. Just y'all lose your voice, brother, and just enjoy it. Live in the moment, baby. Get the energy level up and just enjoy it and be loud. We want to hear you.
I might be letting out booms after every
Yes,
touchdown.
sir. Boom! You gotta hit him with the. Oh, yes, sir. That's right.
It's like a fist bump, but then you got to go
But
back.
pull it back too.
It's like
That's
a
right.
hammer.
That's right.
Yep.
That's
All right,
right.
hey, Star Wars
Gotta
dog.
swing it back.
That's right. Bring it
Yes,
back.
sir.
That's
Let
it.
me ask you a question right quick. Since your name is Star Wars dog, who is your favorite Star Wars character?
All right, so I guess as a whole, I would have to say Anakin.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, if you broke it down into categories, I could do that. But as a whole, the who the story is actually about would be my favorite character. Yeah, see, I was going to make a YouTube channel, but I'm just so dang busy with work.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a very saturated area, but
Sure.
I haven't let go of it yet. That's why I'm still hanging on to Star Wars dog, trying to represent both of my passions.
I love it, man.
We'll see where it goes.
Are you sure you're not Chris Conley? Remember old Chris Conley?
yes, he
The
made
big
that-
Star Wars
That was
Georgia
cool.
Bulldog player from back in the day, made a big Star Wars video on campus with Coach Rick. That's been about 9 years ago, Clark.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm going to have to find that.
Yeah, you'll have to
Heck yeah.
find that. Maybe Clark can get that to you. He's better on the interwebs than myself of finding that. But yeah, you do need to find that. But Coach Rick starred in it. It was a little mini film. Chris Conley, DGD guy, played a long time in the NFL. Still might be in there. But huge Star Wars fan, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, he
so
was.
and Georgia football. So
I
like you.
did end up right. I did end up making one video, and it's on my page there. It's just highlights with like memes and gifs spliced in Star Wars wise from last year's season.
Nice.
I think I did okay for my first
I'm
video.
gonna have to go
but
watch
yeah.
that. I'm a YouTube junkie, so I have to go find that.
That's awesome.
Right.
All right, hey,
Heck
Star
yeah.
Wars dog, give us a score prediction tomorrow. You may have already said it. I might have missed it, but if you didn't, go ahead and give us.
No, I haven't typed it in yet. Okay, so I think we're going to get 6 touchdowns. And we're going to limit them. I think we're going to limit them 3 touchdowns and 1 field goal.
I like it.
And that's being generous because I think. Did y'all watch the SEC Insider that came out last night?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I did. It was great. Got me.
Man, with him getting onto the secondary though, showing their youth and showing their arrogance and their demeanor that they seem to be carrying, that did throw some red flags to me. But seeing Smart jump on them like that, I think Coach is going to get them straightened out, and I think this game is going to be their wake up call.
That's right. That's right, Star Wars. I agree, man. A lot of coming out parties for a lot of people tomorrow, man. This is where you make yourself a name in Georgia lore. This is where legends are made. This is why we love college football. Why y'all love college football is what it's all about. In the center of the world, the center of the college football universe is going to be in Athens, Georgia tomorrow, and that's the way it was intended to be, and I can't wait.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Yes, sir. Boom,
Well, I'll jump
Star
off of here.
Yes, sir, baby.
There you go. Boom.
Hey, a lot of them going around. More.
Heck yeah. Yeah. Well, may the force be with y'all, and go Dogs.
Go Dogs, brother. Thank you. Enjoyed it. Thank you for listening. Glad to have you a part of the Row 60 family, Star Wars. Great call. A lot of people ramping it up tonight, Clark. And that's what I like
I'm
about
impressed
it.
by the
People
juice.
talk about it. I'm a high energy guy.
Are you?
Yeah, I am a high energy
really?
guy. I think that's how we're intended to live. Like, I don't know. I just like that. I like to make the most of every day.
Yes.
The most of every day and find some. I mean, even just anything in life. I just try to get really juicy.
You do,
about it,
Adam.
man.
You look at any situation in life. You're a pure optimist. I love that about you.
Try to be.
Yeah.
I need to get some realism in it at some point. But
All right, we're going to take
maybe
another
one day.
call here. Welcome to Row 60. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, this is Joe from Jefferson, Georgia.
Joe from
Joe
Jefferson.
from Jefferson. How are you doing tonight, Joe?
I'm fine and froggy as you can be.
There we go, Joe. I like that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm gonna tell you guys something.
Yes, sir.
I had a dream
Oh, I like this. I like this.
the other night that we scored a touchdown. We kicked off and it went in the end zone. Tennessee got the ball in the 25. They ran out there and they threw the ball and they hit the guy across the middle and on the 50. We tackled him on our 40. Instead of our players running all the way back down the field and getting lined up with the Tennessee offense, Kirby sent a whole new defensive team out there. When Tennessee's offensive line got to the ball, there was a red wall in front of them.
Oh, red wall.
And they said, "Oh God," they were gassed, and we were fresh, and we went out there and kicked their butts, and they only got a field goal out of that drive. So,
well, good.
And at that time, my dream said we was leading 20-10. So,
hey, I'll take that.
There we go.
It was a good dream. I woke up and I was so happy you won't believe it. So, and I'm gonna tell you, Dawgs gonna kick their butts tomorrow. It's gonna be 42-24.
Oh, that's a good score right there, Mr. Joe.
I love it. I love it, Mr. Joe. I love that.
That's a good.
I tell you what, I'm a good old Jefferson boy.
Yes, sir.
And we got Malachi playing there, and we're gonna have Sammy Brown down there not too long from now. So,
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all play some good.
I'll tell you what, I'm a diehard Dog, and I'm glad we're paying tribute to Dooley tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
I actually was at his first game in '64.
Wow, that is amazing. Can you tell us just some details of that day? The things you remember of that. That I think everybody would enjoy that, because I've never talked to somebody who was actually at his first game as a Georgia coach.
Well, I tell you what, I can't remember who was playing. I'm 72 years old, and that was in '64.
Yes,
I was 14 years old.
Wow. That's awesome.
But anyway, we won, and we went to the Sun Bowl that year and beat Texas Tech. So
how about that? That's good stuff.
Cool.
That's why we do this, is to hear stuff like that. I love that, Mr. Joe. Love that.
Well, I'm going to tell you now, the first game I ever went to was in 1959. My daddy took me to the Georgia-Florida State game in Athens. Fran Tarkner was a quarterback. Don Soberdash was a left halfback. Pat Dye was a guard.
Yes, sir.
And we beat Florida State 42-0 that day.
That's amazing.
That really
That is amazing. I wonder, was Lee Corso on that Florida State team? I don't know if he was before that or
I can't remember who the coach was, but
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They wasn't any good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Before Bowden came, so that's awesome though. Seeing Fran Tarkenton play like that, and Pat Dye, two guys who were big.
Well, the best game I saw that year in '59 was the Auburn game.
Yes, sir.
And when Fran Tarkenton went back and drew up a play in the backfield,
yes, sir,
and had Fred Herron run out to the left side, and he threw him the touchdown pass, and we won the SEC championship on that day.
That day, I love it. Just I tell you,
and I was 9 years old. I can remember that.
Yeah.
But I can't remember what I ate for lunch today.
Yes, sir. Hey, I love it. I love it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That is awesome. That is awesome. I tell you what, that's good, and I tell you, we love getting to talk with you. And what's the score prediction for tomorrow? Then what you think that's just gonna
42-24, Georgia.
I love it.
So he's going with the.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I like it. I like the dream cart. I like the dream.
It's a good omen.
Joey might have a coat of many colors there too. You know,
Yeah.
might have some. You know, that it comes to fruition then when you get that right.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
prophecy.
it. I love it. So.
Well, guys, I'm going to let you go. Y'all just keep your great show going. I tuned into you last week, and I'm with you this week. You had the Florida thing on last week, and I appreciate it.
Oh, yes, sir.
Go
Mr.
Dogs.
Joe. Appreciate it. Thank you. Go Dogs. Thank you for sharing those great stories. It means a lot having you listen, and that's good stuff. That's good stuff, Mr. Joe. Wise man, some wisdom. Saying a lot of Georgia football, Clark. A lot of Georgia football. So
that would have been cool to go back and
good
see stuff. Sanford pre-92,000, you know, with the 600 level. I'd love to have seen it. Even with the what end zone is that? Is it the north?
Where?
West? I can't.
Which one? Before the tracks came.
Yeah,
that would be
the east end zone.
That would be the east end zone.
Yeah. No?
Yes, east end zone. That is right. Yeah.
I'd love to see the tracks and watch a football game from the tracks. That would have been fun.
That'd have been a good time.
Our parents were lucky enough to see that with old Dooley back in the day. All right, we're getting another call, Adam. They just keep coming.
Give it to us.
I love it. All right, welcome to Row 60. What's your name and where are you calling from?
This is Caleb Myers again, brother.
Caleb Myers. How we doing tonight, Caleb? And remind us again, where are you calling from tonight, Caleb?
Yeah, I last week I was in Brunswick visiting my grandparents and watching the game, but I'm back down home in Tallahassee right now.
There we go. That's right. Well, Caleb, what's your feeling like right now from Tallahassee for about tomorrow?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. Went out to supper with the wife, just sitting here drinking a good cold beverage, man. And just about a good day that's gonna happen tomorrow, y'all. I ain't gonna be able to sleep. I'm gonna be honest with you right now.
I agree with you, man. I like that. You know, the thing is, you can sleep when you're dead. You only have about 16 more hours to get fired up about the game, the biggest college football regular season game in a decade. Right. So I agree with you. That's a good plan. I like it.
Yeah, no doubt. And we're gonna head up, me and the wife, about 7 a.m. up to Lake Blackshear up in Cordele, where my sister and brother-in-law live on the lake. And we're throwing down, man. We're gonna do some everything, and all of us bunch of Dawgs fans, man. I love just watching the games with my wife, but these big games, I got to have a lot of Dawgs fans around me, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, you got to, man. You got to go. There's nothing more than embracing with a total stranger or somebody, but even with, of course, in your situation with friends and family, that's what it's all about. Ultimately, when we go to these things, there's the memories we create with that. So I feel you, brother. You got to go up and give a good pat on the back and bear hug somebody, pick somebody up, and get fired up about it. I like that.
You dang right. And
yes, sir.
Man, I don't know what to describe how I've been feeling. Everybody's been asking me about how I feel this week, and it's almost I'm confident on one hand, but I'm nervous on the other. Right. I mean, here's my take about the whole game in Tennessee. I'm not mad at the media, and I'm not upset with people hyping Tennessee up. I think they're worthy of the hype. I really do. I think they're really good. I think their offense is great. Hendon Hooker, Jalen Hyatt, all these guys, and even their defense. Their passing defense isn't great. We've all seen the numbers, right? Right. But I think it's really because I think the numbers are a little skewed, just because if you look at rushing defense in the country, they're actually like top 12 in the whole country. I think they load the box and they make you throw it. They're saying, hey, we're not hiding it. We're going to play one-on-one. We're going to put our corners on an island. They rarely play zone. You'll know if they play zone because they've got about 8 guys staring straight at the quarterback pre-snap. Right. They put their guys out on islands and they say, hey, we're going to stop the run. We're going to make you throw and force you into mistakes and what else. But I think it's a little skewed, but either way, I don't mind the Tennessee hype, but what I don't like is the Georgia disrespect. It's like we just came out of nowhere or something, and we're some new team or something, man. I don't understand it. I saw the Boo Corrigan or whatever his name is, the committee chairman, the other night say, oh, well, the difference between Ohio State and Tennessee at 2 and 3, it was just the explosive nature of Ohio State's offense and C.J. Stroud, this and that. Well, listen, we put up more total yards than Ohio State does, all right? We only have 2 less plays of 20-plus yards play, okay? We only score a couple less points a game than them. We're better in every offensive efficiency metric. We're better on third down. We're better in I don't get it. I really don't get it. I guess, like I said last week, they are there for TV ratings.
That's right.
And they are there to TV numbers. So I guess ignoring facts it goes with that.
I agree. It's like I said earlier, call.
I'm fired up. I'm sorry.
No, that's good.
I love it,
Yeah, we need
Dang
it.
right. That's right. That's what I want. Hey, that's what I'm calling for, some high energy and some excitement right there. And I love that. And what I said in an earlier call, like you said, is exactly right. People in the world today love offensive, quick touchdowns, man. They're not patient. They don't like to see a good game develop. They like quick scores down the field. That's what the narrative is and what they're pushing and what everybody likes. And I like defensive slugfest, man. Give me a defensive slugfest. Let me see a defense go and just stop a spread offense, man, and just get after the quarterback and make a play. That's what I love, man. But you're exactly right. I love the fact, though, that all this rat poison that Tennessee's been eating this week, they have. That rat poison, Clark's alive and well in Knoxville. And I love it. I love it, man. And Georgia just keeps getting to hear this stuff. And they know what's on the line tomorrow, and they're going to be ready to go. They're going to be ready to go. But you're exactly right. If they stack the box, Caleb, Clark, and go, man, Stetson Bennett will pick them apart.
Yeah, and I mean, here's the thing. Tennessee can afford to do that, right? Because they do have an offense. If you score, whatever, we'll just trot our offense out there and score right back on you. So they're going to play aggressive on any team in America, but especially Georgia. And they know that you're right, Caleb. If they stack the box, yeah, I mean, what they're trying to do is obviously get Stetson to force throws, to make mistakes, and that earns them an extra possession. I'd like to say, I think this is how it's going to play out. The team who has the most possessions might actually win the game.
Yeah, man.
I don't know.
And them play. I mean, that's everybody's game plan. Everybody thinks stacking the box against Stetson and then playing man, because Stetson's so good with routes that are running in a zone defense, like placement, putting the ball there, and then they're going to just try to make Stetson, what they're doing on man is to make a good throw, Clark, and try to make a good throw, and they're going to try, and they'll be fine leaving somebody on an island to see if Stetson can make a good throw. And I think tomorrow he's going to be on and he's going to light them up because of it.
Yeah.
So.
I agree. And they can play zone if they want to. They can try. And Stetson's going. All zone is run to where the receivers aren't, or where the corners and linebackers aren't. Right.
Yeah.
So he's fill in those empty holes. And here's the thing. Yeah, go ahead and play man on Brock Bowers and see what happens. Go play man on Darnell and see what happens. We're going to find out. Listen, we're not throwing the ball 50 yards downfield, but I don't want that tomorrow, because here's the thing, guys. In this kind of game, a good offense is the best defense, because if we can keep them off the field, I think we're going to be very methodical about it. We haven't been a vertical team. We've been very horizontal, opening up screens on the outside, open up a run game. So I wouldn't mind a good 5, 6, 7, 8 minute drive like that. And I don't mind that at all. So I'm really not worried about us scoring points. I think we will. Here's the thing on our defense, man. I don't think we seem to limit the big plays. It's kind of, statistically, this defense this year, points per game, everything, we're a little bit behind, but we're pretty on par with last year's defense.
Right.
We obviously aren't racking up the sacks and aren't taking over games like our defense last year. And I think we've got a little bit more of a bend don't break, because we've got a lot of young guys. So as long as we play bend don't break, Tennessee, y'all know better as good as anybody, their splits are ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
One wide receiver's lining up a yard off the sideline on one side, a yard off on the other side. They like to play in space. They like to use space to their advantage. Well, what happens when you get in the red zone, right? 10-yard line. The field shrinks.
That's right.
That out of bounds, the back out of bounds is like a 12th man. I think we've been playing all year. Bend don't break. Let them get in there. Not let them, but if they get in there, force field goals. I think they're not built for scoring in the red zone like we are. And hey, I'll take my boy Jackpot Lesney as well.
Yeah,
that leg on him. So I think we force field goals. Push the ball down the field, eat up clock, and score. I think we've got a good day ahead of us.
I agree, Caleb, man. You made a good point. Well, they like to do the splits. They like to spread you out, man. They like to get their playmakers ball in space, and to limit that really hurting you, like you were talking about, Clark. You have to open field tackle tomorrow. When just on one-on-one situations, there's nothing but green grass in front of them. You have to be disciplined. You have to make the tackle. You have got to be better at tackling than what we saw at times last week. And you got to make some plays, man, because that's exactly right. I feel like they try to. Their splits are so wide, they try to just, like you were talking about with the receivers being out wide. And then it feel like their line splits on the line are tight. And it's just like it's a big, just mushed up, just pile, on the offensive line with them. It seems like to me, that was probably a poor description, but that's what I feel like. But you're exactly right, man. And limited, and then when it's getting in the red zone, limit them to 3, baby. And you get 7 when we're in the red zone on the flip side, man. And it's going to be a good day tomorrow. Couldn't agree more.
Yeah, I think so, y'all. And I think, I think Bama was playing either or, right? I think they were lining up outside. They were gutting them. So they're like, all right, we're only going to put 5 in the box and put everybody to cover outside. And Tennessee said, all right, we'll run it. And then you isolate Jalen Hyatt and you're just going to get beat. So I think, you got to be able to stop the run with less bodies in the box. And I think we're built for that, right?
That's
Kirby
right.
Smart's brought that.
When number 88's in there, you're built for that for sure.
That's what we live by. So I just limit turnovers, limit penalties, and we should win. So That's my take on it, y'all. I could talk to y'all all day about this, man. I live and breathe it, man.
There we go, brother. I love it. I love it, brother.
Hey, well, we're going to take some more calls. Give us a score prediction for tomorrow right quick before you go.
I'm going to go with, I think we forced Tennessee to kick a couple more field goals than they're used to. So I'm going to say, I'm going to give them 4 touchdowns. I'm going to give them 28 and then 2 field goals, so 34.
Okay.
All right.
I think we score 45. I think we get on the field goal, but we score a bunch more after that. So I'm going to go 45-34.
That's a good score right there. I like that,
brother. Yes, sir.
Hey, well, we appreciate the call. Go Dogs, be loud tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Be loud tomorrow, Caleb. Man, enjoy talking ball with you.
Go Dogs, y'all. Go Dogs. Y'all take care. I love y'all show. Y'all keep it up, brother.
Love you, brother. Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Be loud in Tallahassee, in Florida tomorrow. Good time discussing ball, Clark, man. It's huge.
Logan, welcome.
Hey, Logan, hey, right quick, Logan, call us back in about 10-ish more minutes. Kale Stone, if you want to call in, buddy, you've been very
He's been
patient.
waiting patient doing it.
Kale Stone is
Logan will understand. He heard me talk for about 5 hours a day. We were in the truck together for about 5 hours a day. So Logan will understand.
I got you.
We'll get him back. We'll come back around with him.
Kale, hey, he said y'all have a good night, Adam and Clark. Go Dogs 44-34 with a frowning face. That's sad. Hey, Kale, if you want to call us, buddy. We'll leave it open for you. If you got other things to do, I understand too. But
yeah, go ahead, call, Kel. We got us open line now. I wish we had multiple lines so we could. And we had somebody answering the phones.
We need somebody, on standby, just waiting for us. Yes. Oh man, yeah. It's the lines have been hot tonight, Adam.
Yeah,
We've been on a roll.
I love that though. That's why I love the high energy. But call on back, Kel. We'll leave it open there for a second for you. So give us a shout real quick. Give us a shout. He's a loyal listener on YouTube. I see all the time then. So
yeah. Star Wars Dog said, please do live Friday nights henceforth.
There we go.
So
there we
go.
go.
In the future, Adam.
Shoot, yeah.
Friday nights.
Friday nights.
We'll have to change the scenery. My kitchen is not really the ideal location for this, but the Wi-Fi here is a little bit better. I had to upgrade it.
No Wi-Fi.
So, all right, we're getting a call. Maybe this is Kale. It's unknown. So
who is it? Who do we got tonight?
All right, welcome to Row 60. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
It's Dagan.
Dagan.
What's going on, Dagan? How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good.
Good deal. Well, how you feeling about tomorrow, Dagan?
Feeling good and feeling kind of nervous about it.
Are you feeling a little? Yeah, I mean, everybody's got some nerves about it, definitely, and rightfully so. Tennessee is a real good football team, and it's going to be tough to pull it off tomorrow, but I feel good.
Yeah. I think whoever's covering Hyatt needs to step up a lot tomorrow.
I agree. Hyatt's definitely a guy who can make some plays, can beat you deep, and somebody you got to account for. You got to be disciplined, Clark, when he's there. And what they like to do, Dagan, is they like to give that inside slot receiver kind of a slant post, skinny post across the middle, try to lure that safety. And people are, if they don't concentrate in the secondary and play their assignments, you have Jalen Hyatt just streaking down the sideline with nobody within 15 yards of him.
And it's not just him, it's Cedric Tillman. I mean, they've got some very good athletes at receiver. Yep. And, I mean, safety, look, Christopher Smith and Malachi Starks have got to have the game of their lives tomorrow.
Yes.
I mean, you can fully expect us to be running a lot of dime and nickel packages out there. I mean, you're going to see 6 DBs on the field essentially.
That's right.
Just everybody's going to have to cover and do their job and play smart. But then at the same time, Dagan, you got to worry about defending the run. So, man, it's going to be a tough game for the Dogs tomorrow. But everybody's just got to play their assignment. Everybody has a job. It's 11 versus 11. So, everybody has an assignment.
That's
you
right.
Got to do your job.
Got to do it, Dagan. Got to do it. It's a big game, man.
Wish no one Smith is playing tomorrow.
Yeah, man. We hadn't talked about that yet. That's a good point out for the year, and that's why we recruit at the high level that Kirby Smart and the staff does as the next man up. Definitely going to hurt from a leadership standpoint, from a guy who is real good at setting the edge, Clark, and we're definitely going to miss him. And he's preaching the same thing. His next man up. His career at Georgia's done, and it's time for somebody else to step in his shoes, some big shoes to fill. But there's a lot of talented guys there who can start off, have a heck of an opportunity to make an impact for themselves tomorrow in a big-time football game. So we'll see who rises to the occasion. A lot of guys who I think who are going to have the chance to play, and MJ Sherman could be out there. You might see Xavier Sori, a guy moved from the inside spot and worked some of that outside linebacker position. Chaz Chambliss, Mykel Williams from the line, he could be coming up there. And then the freshman 5-star that we've been looking at, Marvin Jones Jr., had the flu in Jacksonville last weekend. So we'll see. We'll see, Dagan. So,
Dagan, who's your offensive MVP for tomorrow for the Dogs?
I think it's going to be Brock Bowers again.
Brock, hey, you can't go wrong with that. I mean, we got to find him some open space, and don't be surprised if we try a few end rounds at him and get the man the ball.
Dang right. You got to get the man the ball. That's exactly right. We have number 19. And if you look at it, like there's so many crazy stats in college football now, but there's even a stat of who does well against tight ends in coverage and secondary. And Tennessee is one of the worst in in college football.
Wow.
Latu, is it the Alabama tight end Latu? Yeah. He had a career game against Tennessee. Well, I think the most receiving yards he had was actually against Georgia in the national championship last year on that like 60-yard one where Keely Ringo had to hawk them down.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of fabricated that number right there, kind of skewed it a little bit. But he hadn't had anywhere close to the receiving yards this year that he had against Tennessee and Knoxville, Clark. So, I don't know how they come up with that stat and who actually takes the time to count that up, but that is a thing. So Tennessee is very, very, very pedestrian when guarding tight ends in coverage. So I expect Darnell Washington, Brock Bowers, Oscar Delk, and who knows? I doubt it, but those three mainly to be the guys. And I was going to say, who knows? Maybe Eric Gilbert, but I don't think so. But it'll probably be those three guys. I think you can see. So who knows, man? It's going to be exciting. We're going to be excited. So we will see.
Dagan, give us a score prediction right quick.
I think it's going to be 41-28.
41-28.
I love it, Dagan. Appreciate it. Be loud tomorrow, baby. My cousin Dagan calling in, checking in with us. Appreciate you hollering at us, brother.
Yeah.
Go Dogs, baby. Love it.
Old Dagan. He's becoming a traditional caller into the show.
Right. I love it. I love that. I love that, man. That's exciting. That's good stuff. So we got an open line now. Wish old Kale would reach us. I hate that he couldn't.
We're sorry, Kale.
Down the night. Hey. We're sorry about that, Kale. Let's. I tell you what, Logan, you're listening. Call us back.
Yeah.
Call us back. We had to reject this call to give Kale opportunity, man. But that's
Adam, what are you wearing tomorrow?
I'm wearing this black hat.
Okay.
And
It's a sharp hat.
It is a sharp hat. It is a sharp hat. I really like this hat. You know, it pops, and then I don't know, man. Probably go ahead with a red shirt.
Okay.
Red shirt. What about yourself?
Do you need like a windbreaker for tomorrow?
I don't think so. Okay. I don't think so. Right. I think it's going to be a very, very. I think it's going to be a warmer November name. November game.
All right. Hey, here he is. Kale Stone with us. Sorry to ruin your introduction, Kale. Kale, where are you calling from
just
tonight?
Blow his introduction.
I'm sorry. Can you hear us, Kale?
Yeah, I'm here. What's going on, guys?
Kale, good hearing from you, man. Good. One of our loyal listeners. Kale is always going to check in on YouTube, man. I love that. I'm always excited to see his comments on YouTube every week when we see the show, man. I'm glad you got in. Sorry that the timing was off right there, but we're looking forward to hearing from you tonight, Kale. Give it to us, baby.
Well, have no fear. Kale from Loganville is here, boy.
I love that. That's a heck of an introduction right there. I like that. I like that. Some high energy leading in.
I won't ruin that next time.
There we go. Give it to us. What is going on in Loganville tonight, Kale?
Well, I just got done eating Arby's. That was the only reason why I couldn't call right back. I was trying to scarf down my last sandwich.
There you go. We were putting some pressure. Like, hell, come on, man. Hey, there you go.
Curly fries.
Did you get a good classic roast beef and some curly fries?
Yes, sir. You know it.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with that. I don't think Arby's should try to add meat. I think to me, Kale, when restaurants go away from their bread and butter and try to get exotic with their menus and add stuff to the items, that is when they start going downhill. When you got something that works, you stick with it and you give it to the people because the people will always want it. And the Arby's is no different with a classic roast beef sandwich and a curly fry. Anyway.
Boom. Yes, sir.
There we go, Kale. Boom, baby. Yes, sir. Well, tell us about it. How you feeling?
Well, I got to apologize. My first time ever I didn't call in was the Florida game. That was the only time I'd never called in.
Hey, brother, that's
so
all right.
I had to make up for it against the Voltard.
Hey, I love it. I love you. Love you coming on tonight, man. We know everybody's busy. It's Friday nights and everything, but it's glad to have you tonight. So tell us, what's the feeling? What's the feeling? What's going to happen tomorrow?
Well, first off, I just want to say the only orange I like is the pretty autumn leaf colors outside. That's the only orange I'll ever like in my lifetime. I don't know about y'all.
You dang right, bro. That's exactly right. That is the only orange. I have no orange in my my house. I have told the story. I think it was last week on the call-in show that my wife bought a variety pack of like some solo cups that were red, blue, and orange. And I went through all of the red and the baby blue cups. After I got done with the red first, and I never touched an orange cup. She thought I was a child and ridiculous, but I said I hate to be this way. I know we shouldn't take things for granted of what we have, but get those things out of my house, man. I'll drink with my hand.
Right. I'm with you on that one.
I'll drink with my hand. I'll scoop my hand up against underneath the sink or the faucet
Rather
there,
than
or to get
drink
some
out of an
water to
orange
drink
cup.
out of an orange cup. So yes, sir, I agree. All right. I'm gonna shut up.
Right.
You go ahead, Kel.
Well, first, I just want to say from the Florida game that pissed me off, I'm going to say to this day that was not an interception. I still say our receiver's butt and right forearm was on the ground before the defender ripped it out.
Yep.
I know that was last week's game, but I had to get that off my chest, boys, first and foremost.
Yeah.
I agree with all the other callers about the committee bias. Are you aware that Tennessee is the number one total offense in the country, but Georgia's not too far behind at number 2. That's what people seem to not understand.
That's right.
And I'll raise you Hendon Hooker and their awesome offense, but I got a two-headed dragon in Heisman candidate, I believe, Brock Bowers and Big O Washington that I don't think Tennessee has an answer for, boys.
That's right.
I don't know if any team in America has an answer for those two guys.
I don't, Kel. And you're right. Going back to the Tennessee offense, Georgia's not far behind them. It's like this. I'm going to put it in this perspective right here real quick, Kel. What happened?
Oh, we're getting some more.
Oh, get that stuff out of here. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm going to put this thing in perspective right here. Hey, this is what happened. This is what Tennessee's offense is. Tennessee's offense is the girl who always, wears some makeup, dresses up every day. Everybody just flaunts over all this stuff. You get what I'm saying, Kel? The one that everybody's kind of making over that just popped out of nowhere. Right. Catches an eye, so to speak. You're right. But then Georgia's offense is the one who is just, probably, not flashy in the sense, very, very homely looking, but a great woman.
Well, that's the only 10 I see, though.
Exactly. Hey, there you go. And then when it's time to go to the ball or the prom, whatever, to dress up, she dresses up and it just it overshadows the Tennessee girl. You get what I'm saying, man? So that's and it's good marrying material. So that's what I think about the Georgia team and the Georgia offense in the whole. I just made that analogy up, but I like it. That's
really good.
I like it.
Kale, if you didn't know, we had a bot. Let's just say a bot that was posting some
dealing with
inappropriate links and content. I don't know how. I don't know why in the world us, but I think they do this with their live stream. Anyway, Kale.
Go ahead, Kale.
Anyway,
I just want to say I've enjoyed all y'all's videos. I've always tried to like y'all soon and comment on almost every single one of them. I've been a fan of both of y'all since day one. I love y'all's podcast. I just like I said, I hate that I missed it. The Florida Gumps game, last week's call-in show, so I had to make up against the Voltards, who I absolutely despise and can't stand.
That's right.
And let the committee and everyone keep dragging us down because, in my eyes, we're still number one. We're still the defending champs.
Right.
The East runs through us.
That's right.
Go Dogs.
Go,
boom.
Sir.
And y'all have a good night, boys.
Kel, go Dogs, baby. We appreciate you. You have been there since day one, and we appreciate everything, the support that you give us.
Oh, yeah.
Great call. Good high energy level. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Hey, Adam, we do have let's see. We got a comment. Bow Hunting 101 says, I absolutely love y'all's energy. As a Vol fan that roots for Georgia when they ain't playing my Vols, I'm definitely hitting the subscribe button. Y'all are awesome. We appreciate it.
Appreciate that.
Thank y'all, everyone for the love, for the support. This show would not be possible without you guys. We'd still do it.
Yeah.
We would still probably rant.
We
we'd do this if none of y'all are listening, but because y'all do listen, it makes us so special.
And we love hearing from y'all's stories, man. And this is what it's all about. We've said it many a times, and it's just fun. It's just fun. I just like it.
Family
good, yes, good family fun.
I butchered
Charles
that.
Powell.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Oh, sorry, We've got to find a different ringtone, Adam. There has got to be a different ringtone.
I mean, I
out
think
there.
that's the ringtone on the show now, Clark. And when you have it and it's established, you go with it. You run with it.
I see.
Who we got?
All right, welcome to Row 60. Who do we have?
This is Chuck from Franklin Springs.
Chuck.
How's it going tonight, Chuck?
It's going awesome. I just want to thank you guys for a great show. Just it's awesome. And I just wanted you to know that I'm going to be up in there in the faculty and staff section just rooting on the Dogs.
Well, good,
man.
good,
Hey,
Chuck.
Chuck, I tell you what, old Kirby, he told us, you can't leave that game without a voice now.
Chuck.
He might have already lost his voice. Done got ramped up, fired up. I love that. I'm all for that, Chuck. I'm all for that.
I've had a problem all night long. My dogs have been carrying on and raising Cain. I think there's Tennessee fans nearby.
I hear you. I love it. I love it.
And I just want to check in with y'all and let you know I'm about to let them loose. Like Kirby is going to let them
I
go.
like that. There
I
we
like
go. I like that. That junkyard defense. Hey, it's got to come, baby. Got to come tomorrow. Come to play tomorrow.
Yeah, Chuck, what's your prediction for tomorrow?
My prediction is we're going to win. I believe we're going to win by about 10 points.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And the problem is this team has not seen anything like us. You can talk about Alabama, but Kirby Smart has never had a game where there were 17 penalties. His defense has never let him down the way Bama let Saban down. Every time I say his name, I have to spit.
That's right.
But he's never. Our team has never let Kirby down, and our fans have never let him down. And we're going to win, and we're going to straighten this out. Our team has not gotten the respect. You watch them programs on ESPN, they'll show about 10 seconds of a Georgia game, and they'll put Ohio State. They'll put all these other teams on for the longest time. They got it in for us. But us Dogs, we stick together. We don't need them. We just need Kirby, the Dogs, and each other.
That's right.
I love it, Chuck.
I like it, Chuck. That's what I'm talking about.
That's
Dang
good
right.
stuff.
Yes,
Well,
sir.
listen, thanks for the show, guys. I'm going to get off and tune back in, but y'all do a great job, and we all big supporters out there, and we love the show.
Hey,
We
appreciate
appreciate
that,
it,
brother.
Chuck.
Yes, sir. Go Dogs. Be loud tomorrow. Enjoy it. It's going to be a memorable time. Go Dogs, baby.
Oh, Chuck. I think he may be a long-time listener, first-time caller.
I love that. A long-time listener, first-time
Yeah,
caller. Love that.
We've had a few
Love
of those.
that. Boom.
Hey, Chase Drake, he says, go Dogs. My dream is to watch a game with Adam someday.
Good old Chase. It's good hearing from Chase, guy who's
know
been there
Chase?
with us. Oh, yeah, I know Chase. We went to school together, played some ball together. So always loved old Chase. That's awesome, man. We're going to have to do that one day, Chase.
Here's what
we
we're
will
gonna
make
do.
that happen.
Here's what we're
we
gonna
will
do,
make that
Adam.
happen.
One day when we hit it big, all right?
Well, when we hit it big.
we are on national TV, and we're doing this right beside the Paula Feinbaum segment.
yeah.
Here's what we're going to do. We're
Okay.
going to buy all of
Everybody.
Section 108. We're going to buy everybody a ticket for a big home game. Maybe not
Yeah.
Tennessee
Yeah.
this year. I
Yeah.
mean, those ticket
Hey,
prices are
yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
But one day, yeah, it could be against Vandy. Or
Well,
maybe
some of our listeners will already have tickets. on
that's
108
true. Yeah,
too,
yeah.
that
Well,
we
they can
have, like
congregate
Russell
with
Harrell
us.
and all them.
Yeah,
and,
that's true.
So, yeah,
That's a
exactly.
good point.
So.
Well,
But yes, everybody congregates, so it'll be good. That is great, Chase. We definitely need to make that happen, man. It's a fun time, enjoying it. Good hearing from you, brother. Hope all's well with you.
corn won't grow on Rocky Top. Only meth labs do.
Yeah, we can't. Yeah, that's
Great. We did not come up with
we
that,
didn't
Adam.
come up with that. Yeah.
I don't think we should rat out the person who did.
But yes, no. But it was just a classic, just a good nature poke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're getting a lot of booms from people.
I like
Shannon
booms.
Shipley, Star Wars dog.
Yeah.
Everybody's wanting the fight song, Adam, to be the ringtone. I will work on that, people,
all right.
just for you guys.
If Clark can't do it, nobody can. Logan Waldrop, call us back.
Let's see. I had the third down song as my ringer for a long time. That
The
would be
Bomb
Krypton.
song?
No, it's called Krypton, Adam.
I thought Krypton
Oh,
Fanfare
no,
was
sorry. Yes, you're right. You're right.
I call it the Bomb song.
The Bomb.
Bomb. They played that 700 times, and I was right beside them at Florida.
Yeah.
And like when they were starting to get turnovers, and I was just like,
Oh, it
come
gets
on,
you jacked up.
Bomb,
Where's
Bomb,
that
let's
song
go.
from?
I don't know.
That's not Krypton. Yeah, you're right. That's fourth quarter.
Krypton's the burn. But the bomb, bomb. I think they need to make me an honorary trumpet player because I think I could go bomb.
I think that's not the trumpet, Adam. That's the trombone.
It's the trombone.
Yeah. You can be the tuba player.
Yeah.
The trumpet's
tuba
this.
player. I'll play. Yeah, and it's just for the bomb.
Here's what I want to do, Adam.
Song.
I love the battle hymn. You and I can quote the Larry Munson spiel at Sanford Stadium whenever we do the battle hymn. What I want to do is I want a trumpet.
Okay.
And I don't want to play it. I want to act like I'm playing it.
Okay.
And then somebody else in a different location plays what you hear in Sanford Stadium.
Yeah,
I think that'd be
look
so
like
much
it was
fun.
coming from you.
Right.
Yeah,
So it's kind of dubbed, more or less.
Yeah. I understand.
Let's see.
Looking like you'd be like a natural Louis Armstrong out there. Isn't he the man from New Orleans or Memphis? That was a good.
Yes.
Good. What's
You got it. You got it.
I did get it. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
He played the
I
trumpet.
just threw that one out there. I knew I might very well could have missed that one, and that would have been embarrassing. But I had a good feeling.
I believe Louis.
Anyway,
I know he played a lot in Memphis on Bill Street and everything.
Yeah.
But I think he's from New Orleans. I could be wrong about that.
Bill Street, man, listening to the blues in Memphis. I mean, going to Nashville, country music's my favorite, and your favorite too, Clark. I would assume.
Yeah, I'm more of a rock guy,
I'm a
but
country,
I do respect country music.
I'm
Yeah.
a traditional country fan. So going to Nashville and seeing these guys trying to make it sing traditional country lyrics is a good time. But the Liberty Bowl 2016 Kirby's year, we went to Memphis, and hearing them old boys and girls hammer the blues, like there was one old lady that sang Mustang Sally, got me jacked.
Mustang Sally, how does that go, Adam?
Slow your Mustang down, you know. Yeah.
Okay,
I was. It was a good time.
I was trying to get you to
That was
sing
a good time.
it.
Yes. All right. Anyway, we gotta get focused again.
All right, Tylerville says from the firehouse to the dog
that's
house.
right. Tylerville's in the fire department with me. We and Austin Smith, who's been commenting on here. We had a structure fire 2 nights ago, Clark, where we got out of bed at 2:45 in the morning, went to the fire, and didn't get back until about time to go to work. So none of us really got some sleep. And that's why it's a good week to have it because we're just running on some good adrenaline.
Yes. So, Adam, how many cups of coffee are you going to need tomorrow? Any?
I mean, I don't need it, but I'll have it just because I love it. I love coffee.
You really do.
But
it's kind of concerning how much you how much you love coffee.
Always, bro.
Oh man.
Where's Logan at? I'm gonna have to get on Logan for not calling.
Text him.
I am.
Rich Beck said, "Wait, you guys aren't big yet?" I think he meant that as a question, as opposed to an exclamation. Hey, we're getting another caller here.
All right, who we got?
All right, welcome to Row 60. What's your name?
This is Andrew from Franklin County.
One more time.
Andrew from Franklin County.
Andrew,
what's going on tonight?
Not a whole lot.
How you feeling, Andrew?
Feel pretty good, you know. Ready for tomorrow. Ready to go to game day. Ready to go to SEC Nation.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Hey,
I love it, Andrew.
Ready for that game.
That's right.
Listen, Adam, I don't know if you know this. Andrew tomorrow is going to hold up. He's going to be a DGD. Hold up the Follow Row 60 sign, the 8x4 foot sign. So, hey, if you are watching College Game Day tomorrow and you see a Follow Row 60 sign, Andrew Thomas and Joshua Tompkins, shout out to them.
Yes,
they're going to be holding it up for us, being some DGDs.
Love it.
That's good stuff.
Great job. Appreciate that. That means a lot. That's just good. That's just good selfless nature. Right
It
there.
is.
I like that. Just going there in the game day experience to hold up the sign, man. Appreciate it, Andrew.
Oh, yeah. I just like to say tomorrow I feel like it's going to come down to just a few things. I think that with their offense being as explosive as it is, they like to run those streaks and go routes out of the boundary with Hyatt. I think we got to put Stark as boundary safety for every, no matter what, because he is our best coverage safety.
That's right.
And I don't think there's coverage safety in the nation that can do as well as he can and cover him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Malachi Starks, Andrew's going to have to be a guy who has the game of his life, a freshman who has just been unbelievable. A guy, by the time he leaves the University of Georgia, I think will be considered one of the best players to ever come through, not only better secondary players, but one of the best. And I think he reminds me a lot of actually a Tennessee guy that played there a few years back, Eric Berry. And a guy who was a very very good, and I think it's going to be his big game. He needs to have, man, and you know, that's a hard ask out of a true freshman against this, but he's a guy I think that has that skill set. He could very well do it, and I'm excited to see what Malachi does. It'd be nice if he could get him one tomorrow. Get him a pick.
Yeah, I'll take a pick from anybody.
Anybody. But I agree, man, and you know, our secondary, I like them. There's some talented guys back there.
And
When
they're
you think
young.
of the Javon Bullards, you think of, yes, and they're very young.
Other than Chris Smith.
Kamari Lassiter, Clark, and then you got Chris Smith back there, the leader, the veteran guy. Malachi Starks. You hate losing Dan Jackson, guy who's contributed over the past couple of years. But and then Keely Ringo, another veteran guy who's going to have a big game on the outside. I agree with that. And I think Dalen Everett might be a guy that you might see more. That would be nice. So some of these young kids, Andrew, going to have to, you know, I said this in the last podcast, is I've talked all day, like, be patient. We're growing up. Well, it's in the back half of the season. You've seen some steps go. It's time for them to make their mark tomorrow.
Yeah, you got to grow up quick.
Yeah, they're going to have to grow up quick, but it's time for them tomorrow, man.
I think they're focused. I think they'll get it done. I feel like, you know, whenever, as far as we got to stop the run. If we make them one-dimensional, that's going to make it a whole lot easier if they only can pass. And they got to, you know, the secondary has got to focus on stopping them wide receivers. If safety is like that Alabama safety steps up 2 steps, anticipating a run, that's whenever he's going to get blown by. They can't do that. They got to be assignment sound.
Get eye discipline.
Yeah, that's the challenge because, like we said earlier, you know, Tennessee runs the football more than they throw it. So if you're a safety or even a corner, you know, sometimes you want to creep your eyes into and see what's happening in the backfield because you tend to see what's happening quicker. But once you do that, I mean, the receiver, especially these receivers, are going to blow right by you. So
yes, they are.
You got to stay disciplined. You got to know your assignments, and you got to pressure Hendon Hooker if you want to win this game.
To eat, baby.
Well, Andrew, give us a score prediction for tomorrow, man.
I'm thinking something like 48-34 because I feel like we're going to get a 3-and-out. At some point in the game, we're going to get a 3-and-out. Then we're going to go on a 6-minute death march. Touchdown.
I like that, baby. Hey, look. I tell you what, Andrew, tomorrow, in that fourth quarter tomorrow, if we're imposing our will, and that Tennessee defensive line can't do anything about it, and we're just running the clock out, and we've controlled the tempo of the game, I'm going to be jacked up about that.
Here's the only thing. Here's the only thing, Andrew. Listen to this stat. You know, we've been hearing a lot of 40 to 30 point games.
Come with us with some numbers.
Georgia's going to win 40 to 30. Blah 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 blah. The only thing is, and I read this on Twitter and I screenshot it, a guy named Connor O'Gara. I have no idea who that is. Anyway, a screenshot, it says, when Georgia allows 30 points in the Kirby Smart era, it's 1-9. When Georgia allows less than 30 points, it's 73-6. So
that's amazing.
We got, I mean, you know, that doesn't necessarily win you a football game, but that's a good telltale sign of,
And too, with that though, Clark, I agree. I agree with that and what we're talking about, man. But those offenses, you look back in them games where that happened, our offenses weren't where this offense is right now. True. This current offense is right now. So I don't know, man, but I agree. I think it's going to be hard to keep them below 30. Yeah. But I really think that this team can. I think the offense can get in the 40s. I mean, I don't think that's unrealistic at all.
Yeah.
I don't think that they will be able to stop us because they like to live in cover one man, and they act like they got 4 Darrell Reeversons in their secondary. Like it ain't that by any stretch of the imagination. They're so good at stopping the run because they put 7 or 6, 7 people in the box.
Yeah,
right.
That's true.
Right.
That's true.
You know, and that's the thing, and you know, you really wish we could get A.D. Mitchell back. I don't think he's going to be playing tomorrow. And the thing with injuries right now with us, we don't know anything about it. Kirby's so close to the hip of keeping it, you know, sealed lips on that. I don't know who's going to be out and who's going to be there tomorrow, of course, besides Nolan Smith, and you said he's not.
But neither does Tennessee.
Right, exactly. So, I mean, yeah, we look. I think I read a stat earlier today, Clark. The Georgians only had one 30-plus yard pass downfield in the last 27 quarters. But they're moving the ball, and what they do is going to work. And I feel like we're going to be fine. I really do. And I think we're going to see a lot more of kind of getting guys like Kenny McIntosh out in the flats in space and getting it to him, man. and I think Brock Bowers is going to have a day, and it's going to be exciting.
Andrew, you got an offensive MVP for tomorrow?
The tight ends.
The tight ends, just the tight ends, all of them.
There we go. I like it, baby. Just go ahead. The whole room. I love it. That's a good tape.
Yeah.
That's a good tape.
Yeah, I don't think that. I just don't think they're going to be able to stop it. I think we'll do what we want. It may be slow at first getting the running game going, but the offensive line will get warmed up, and it seems like that's what it's always taken. We may not run the ball the best in the first half. Sometimes we do, yes, but it seems like, even the national championship game, they were stacking the box. And, we just run it right down their throat. It don't matter if they overload the box or not whenever we're, in our groove.
That's right. That's right. And I think what's encouraging about that, man, is the offensive line last week. They look good. Juwan Edwards was running the ball hard. There was holes opening up, a lot of 20-plus yard scurries there. And then Kenny McIntosh, after that fumble, he ran with a vengeance. And I hope he carries that from last game into this game. And it's going to be exciting to see. Yeah. Going to be exciting to see.
Well, hey, Andrew, we're going to take some more calls, man. We do appreciate you calling in, and definitely we'll see y'all tomorrow out there in Athens. Be loud and be rowdy.
That's it. I love it.
For sure.
Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
Boom.
Good friend of the show, Andrew. Went to high school with Andrew, played some football with him back in the day, and just a DGD. He's one of those guys.
Unknown caller.
He's one of those guys, Adam, that in high school, when everybody else was talking about their favorite team, Alabama or whatever, all these bandwagon high school kids.
Oh, yeah.
Andrew was a DGD
from
day one.
Right.
And he's somebody I could always talk to about the Dogs.
I love that. That's good, man.
All right, we're going to take another caller here. Welcome to Row 60. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Blake Newman from Houston, Texas.
There's our man right there. Big Blake coming in. Hey, it wouldn't be a Row 60 call-in show without hearing from Blake Newman. What's going on in the Lone Star State tonight, brother?
Not a whole lot, man. Getting amped up and ready for tomorrow. I've been ready all week, to be honest with you. I'm just ready for the talking to be over.
Yes, me too.
That's a great point, Blake. Something I've been meaning to bring up, but I hadn't. We're to the point now. We've talked, and I think we're just keeping talking about it because that's where our nerves are in a sense of, you want to keep chatting. But we have, like you said, you've talked this game to death, analyzed it from each and every aspect of it, and it's time to see what Georgia's made of and what Tennessee's made of, and we're going to find that out here shortly. We're going to find it out here shortly, Blake. So tell me what's going to happen.
Well, I feel like it's going to be a tight one going into the second half, but I think those 93K is going to make the difference. They're going to be on them, just like I think back to that Arkansas game last year, how they had penalties straight out of the gate on false starts. I feel like the Sanford Stadium is going to make a world of difference.
Yeah,
that's right.
Well, yes, we are.
That's it, and that was a noon kickoff too.
Yeah, that was
a noon kickoff too. Yeah. That's exactly right, man.
Well, the only point,
I love,
and you probably heard this. You probably heard this, Blake, and I'm sure you've heard it too, Adam. With Tennessee going so quickly, man, I don't know how much the crowd noise will actually affect them pre-snap. But as far as just the intimidation factor, I mean, you got 93,000 people watching you. Not only watching, they're yelling, they're screaming. Right. I mean, the communication is going to be tough. But another thing, and it's kind of a double-edged sword too, it's going to be tough for our defense to communicate, especially in the back. So we're going to have to do, and they work with this kind of stuff. They do crowd noise. I know working for the team, they played Rocky Top, at full blast every single offensive drive. They prepare, but I think you're right. Hopefully Sanford and the crowd does make a difference tomorrow.
That's right.
I think our run game is going to be the difference in this one. I still think Stett's going to throw for over 200, but I think Kenny Mack and the whole stable of backs we got, they're going to just run it down their throat is what I'm feeling.
Yeah. I like it, Blake. I agree with you, man. I hope so because when that happens and you're running it down their throat like that, you're controlling the pace and the tempo of the game, and you can slow it down, and we can play how we want to play. And then when you get to and you wear them out, you wear that defensive front out. And we were talking about it too, how the defensive line at Tennessee, Clark, you mentioned this too, is he, I think it with them being a top 10 rushing defense is a lot of times teams this year have been playing from behind against them, feel like they need to go ahead and throw the football and have to go in the air more at just the way the style Tennessee's playing, and especially if the other team's defense isn't as good. So, that might be a skewed number. I don't know. We'll find out tomorrow. They might stone us. I don't know. Who knows? That's why we're going to play the game. But I feel good about winning the trenches and winning the trenches on both sides of the football. And the SEC, how it has always been to win and dominate in this conference, and how it always will be, is you win the line of scrimmage on both sides of the football, Blake.
Yes, sir. That's right. That's why I think us being at home, Kirby knows, and Monken's going to have a scheme up. I think we're going to just try to control the clock and keep that offense on the sideline. I think my score prediction, I believe it's going to be 38-23, Dogs on top.
Yes, sir.
I like that. I like it a lot.
I like it, Blake. I like it, Blake. Well, you need to be loud in Houston tomorrow, and I want to hear you in Sanford Stadium all the way from Houston. You getting rowdy and getting fired up about some Georgia football, baby. Come see us in Georgia someday, Blake.
Yeah, we'd love to. I'd love to meet you, man.
I'm coming out there. I'm going to come out there. I don't know which one yet. I was actually thinking about coming to the road game in Starksville.
Hey,
do it.
I like it.
Do it.
I like it. Do it.
I'll be there. I don't know if Adam will be there.
Yeah, Clark will definitely be there, but we'll be there. Somebody will be there.
Well, hey, Blake, we're going to take another call. Sorry to cut you off so quickly. Oh, wait, no. That number just stung up. Anyway, Blake, it was good hearing from you, man. We really appreciate you calling in and supporting us. Man, you are truly – you've been there from day one.
He has, man. We love you, Blake. We love you, Blake. Come see us.
We love y'all, man. Y'all keep doing what y'all do.
Appreciate it, Blake. Get fired up tomorrow. Be loud. Enjoy it. Go Dogs, brother.
Go Dogs.
Go Dogs, baby.
Yes, sir. I love it. That goes for everybody, man. If you're in Sanford, in Athens, at any of these games, message us on our Facebook page and meet up. Come see us.
Yeah.
Come see us. We'd love that.
We're going to be
tailgating
tomorrow.
on South Newton Street.
Yes.
We'll be on South Newton Street. We'll still be in Section 108 together, though.
Am I? I don't think
no,
am I sitting? Am I sitting 108?
You're sitting in 108.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That might be 56.
I'm good with that. Not row 60, but 56. Row 56. Well, you know what? I'm going to start my own podcast.
Yes, that's row 56.
Row 56. No, I'm just kidding.
I said at 56 during the Auburn game. It was a good time.
Oh, no, it's a great time. Hey, any seat tomorrorow, I don't even care if 600 level. It's going to be a good seat to watch the Dogs win.
It's going to be a good time. But, yes, come see us. Come by the tailgate. Come see us.
Yep. All right, we're taking another caller. Welcome to row 60. What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Joe from Jefferson again.
Joe, hey, I like that, Joe. I like the high energy.
He's got something else.
Coming back again, baby. Give it to us.
I'm gonna tell you guys something. Now, I'm 72 years old. I went in there and told my wife, I said, God, these guys got me so damn excited.
I love it.
I said, my heart's beating good, and I'm ready to fight for them Dogs.
Yes. There you go. I love it when the ticker is beating good like that, Joe. I love it, man. That's what we're here for, is to get fired up about Georgia football on the eve of the biggest regular season game in college football in a decade.
You got that right. It's the biggest game that we played in a long time since Alabama. So
that's right. Yeah. That's right.
And, I'm going to tell you something now. Tennessee didn't beat Alabama. Alabama beat themselves.
Very true.
Right. That's
Very
right.
true.
That's right.
17 penalties and 3 turnovers. My God. Come on. Give me a break.
That's right.
Alabama's defense hadn't been a dang worth a dang since Kirby's left. So
that's right. That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
that's exactly right. You can see,
and they're going downhill, and we're going up. So
that's right. I agree with you, Mr. Joe. That's 100% right. You can see the decline in the discipline, I think, from the Alabama defense as the years since Kirby has been in there, and definitely the talent level, because that defense at Alabama and Tuscaloosa is not the 2011 Alabama Crimson Tide defense anymore.
No, it's not.
No, sir. No, sir. Those boys that were on those teams, and the guys that were behind those guys who waited to be, when a guy like Noah Smith got injured to come plug in. Now all those guys are in Athens now.
That's true. And then we got a recruit out of Alabama today.
Yes, sir.
Defensive back. He committed to Georgia. So,
hey, I love it. I love it.
And I watched a video of that tonight, and I said, well, there, go Dogs. So
yes, sir.
There we go,
Continuing to roll.
I love it, Mr. Joe. It's going to be a big day. Big day.
I'm going to tell you guys,
All right.
The Dogs are the up-and-coming new dynasty.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes, sir.
I agree. Without a doubt, this is the
Clemson can move out of the way.
Clemson's out of the way. Absolutely, Alabama. Hey, move them out of the way. Move them out of the way. Georgia's here to stay. And that's what I said earlier. I like playing the role with the evil villain that everybody's cheering for somebody, to beat. And then everybody gets fired up. Everybody gets emotional. They talk to their friends. They talk to their buddies. Hey, we're going to pop Georgia this year. This is the year we get Georgia.
Yeah.
And then they unrealistic expectations happen. And they go back to Tennessee or Florida or South Carolina or Alabama or Louisiana or wherever the heck they come from in God's green earth with their tails tucked between their legs because they just got their butt whooped by the University of Georgia and Kirby Smart's Georgia Bulldogs, Mr. Joe. Ain't that right, baby?
Yeah, they got bit by that dog, so,
That's right. That's right.
Well, hey, when you meet the Georgia Bulldogs, you're going to feel the Bulldog bite.
That's right. That's right.
That's right. When you meet the Georgia Bulldogs, you feel that Georgia bite. So.
That's right. You dang right on that, Mr. Joe. That's exactly right. That's what you're going to feel. That's what them Tennessee Vols are going to feel tomorrow night, baby.
Well, Mr. Joe, we appreciate
you. got that right. They're going to feel it bad.
That's right. That's right. I love it.
And when they walk out of Athens, they're going to say, what the hell happened there?
Yeah, that's exactly what they're going to be saying. But they're going back on Rocky Top up there. They're going to be feeling it.
Good.
They're going to be feeling it. Smokey's going to be going up that mountain with his tail tucked between his legs, Mr. Joe.
He ain't going to have no tail after tomorrow.
Yes, sir. I like it. Let's ramp it up.
We're going to whip it off of him.
I love it.
Well, Mr. Joe, we
appreciate going to take him to the mat. So.
Yes, sir. That's right. That's exactly right. They're going to be going back up there, and that's right. I love it.
Well, I tell you what, guys, y'all really got an old man excited tonight, and it reminds me back in the days when I was in Sanford Stadium before it was ever double decked.
Yes, sir.
And we had the railroad crowd up there, and those were some rowdy people, but they were true dog fans.
I love it. I've always have heard of those times with those. And I think back in the day, I feel like people love and were more passionate about football than they are today. Because people back in the day, Mr. Joe, and of course you could tell it better than anybody because you lived it. And I feel like people enjoyed just simple things in life. People felt like just enjoyed finer things in life. Yep. Just felt good and excited about the stuff that they were blessed enough to experience. And one of them things with Georgia football, now the world is created. It's just a me, what can entertain me, getting on the phone, doing this kind of type of thing. And I feel like that's where we've lost some luster and some passion in some Georgia football fans, but not from our Row 60 community, Clark. Everybody still lives and breathes
No. You guys got it going, and I'm proud of you. So,
well, we appreciate that. We love everybody we get to talk to. It's the true diehards of the Georgia football nation, and that's what we love.
Well, I was born a dog. I'm gonna die a dog, and that's what it's gonna be. So.
Yes, sir.
That's right. That's exactly right. I love it. I love it, Mr. Joe. So you have been a legendary caller tonight, and please be in touch with us. And holler back at us.
Well, I'm gonna call you back next Friday night, guys. I'm gonna be on this. I'm gonna be on this channel from now on.
Yes, sir. Good.
Be in touch with us, Mr. Joe. We're gonna take another call here. All
right.
Be loud tomorrow. Get ramped up about it.
Well, I'm gonna be loud in Jefferson, Georgia.
We're going. Hey, old Jefferson, Georgia is just a skip and a hop from Athens. So we'll hear you.
Yeah.
We'll hear you.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you got that right. You can hear me because everybody in the neighborhood does.
Heck yeah, Joe. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, bust their eardrums tomorrow, Mr. Joe. We appreciate you. Go Dogs, baby.
Go Dogs.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mr. Joe is a legend.
I love it. Bring the heat. Everybody bring the heat tonight.
If you are not at Mr. Joe level, you're not bringing it.
You're not bringing it. You're not asking what Coach Kirby asked us to do. And I think we need to. This is what you would call, Clark, what would you call it? This is kind of a preview per se. Sure. What I'm saying. Sure. I think this is a time where we need to practice our vocal cords, get them to the level, the energy that we need to be at tomorrow.
We do need to tone it down a hair, just because we got to save some for tomorrow.
We'll have it tomorrow. It's gonna go out.
We need to get some.
It's gonna go out.
What clears out the throat? Whiskey and honey.
That's it. So we have to, but we're gonna get ramped up. Everybody's gonna be jacked up about it.
I got to stand up. This bar stool's hurting my tail.
Stand up a little bit.
Hey, let's read off some comments.
Read off some comments.
We're gonna.
What we got? Hey, we'll stay on till 10, Clark. That's what we did last week. You want to do that? Is that going to be good with you?
We may stay on a little.
Hey,
bit longer.
If the calls keep coming in, I'll stay here until
until
the sun comes up.
Does Kelsey have Callie Ann?
Kelsey has Callie Ann right now.
All right, so you got some
good.
time. All right,
we got some time. We're good.
It's not like we're going to sleep
rolling.
anyway tonight.
We're going to keep on rolling. Hey, if Kelsey, if you want to call into the show and talk to us, that would be great.
Yeah. All right. Hey, I'm going to go back.
My wife, Kelsey.
I'm going to go back a little bit. We had some comments I wanted to read. Let's see here. Oh, boy. All right. This is Austin Smith, my buddy. I actually taught him. I taught him in high school. Hey, he says,
department with us.
Yeah. Hot take for y'all. Stetson goes perfect in passing completions in the first half. Vols strike back and make it interesting in the second half.
We're going to find out, ain't we?
Yeah.
We're going to find out.
I don't know.
Hey, I love you. We'll see. We'll see.
I don't want it to be that kind of game. I'd rather have it a total domination from kick to final whistle, but we'll see.
I just saw the naughty bot spirit.
The naughty bot.
Just trying to take down a good time. That's ridiculous.
Clean family fun. And you got to ruin it with bots.
That's right.
It's ridiculous.
With bots.
Let's see. Star Wars Dog says we should plan a tailgate meetup in Atlanta for the SEC
let's
championship
do it, Star
game.
Wars Dog. I'm all about it. I'm here for a good time.
Yes. Adam, one day, we're going to invite all our Row 60 listeners to a tailgate in Athens. We're going to do it upright. We're going to have a tent.
Come tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. Y'all can stop by.
South Newton Street. Just come on.
Just understand. It's not going to be.
Just come on.
Yeah, just come on. Come say hey. Give us a hug.
Just come on.
We'll have a bottle of water for you.
Come on. Yes. So come on, baby.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Tell them, yeah, that's an invite to everybody. I'm feeling it.
Dad, Neil Gaines says, how long do you think the Row 60 sign will be up before ESPN makes you take it down?
I think.
What's the over-under here?
I'm going to go.
Let's go. It's 30 minutes. Over or under?
Oh, under. Under. They know we're hot on their heels.
Do they?
No, but I like to think that, and we'll talk about it like that.
Man.
But if they don't, it's
Well, here's the game plan tomorrow, folks. All right. What we're going to try to do, we're going to have Andrew and Joshua. They have graciously volunteered to I shouldn't use the word volunteer. That's bad. They have decided to willingly
good friend of the show.
Good friends of the show have decided to take our sign and hold it up. We're going to try SEC Nation first.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So 8:00 tomorrow morning. I think it's Marty and McGee maybe comes on.
Yeah.
Look for the Row 60 sign. It will be blatantly obvious there.
It will.
May kick them out of SEC Nation.
We'll find out.
And College Game Day. But
we will find out what's going to happen. We have to set up the tailgate and do that. So that's why
true.
we're not doing it for ourselves, but glad we could get it and do both.
Yeah. Let's see. If Big Eights is there, we are a whole different defense. I think he's referring to Jalen Carter.
Hey, when 88's in the game, man, that's a game changer right there. That's he's gonna make some money. Jalen Carter can make him some money tomorrow, Clark.
Oh yeah.
Listen, that penetration, clog up the gap, and then send Smile Monday or Big Pop through the A gap, baby, and eat.
Adam, we need to suit you up and let you go play some Mike linebacker. Shoot up the A gap.
If I had about
physique?
another foot on me, and then trim down my 40 times speed for a while, and put some more pounds on me, then we could have done that. But the good Lord didn't give me the physical attributes for that to happen. That's all right. I'm here. I know my role in Georgia football is to get everybody fired up.
Yeah. Hopefully we're doing a good enough job of that tonight. Hey, listen to this comment. Blake Newman says, Chris Smith, pick 6 to start the third. Book it. That would be an exciting way to start the third quarter.
That'd be great. Go down in the comments real quick.
Let's
I want to see. I thought I saw a name down there. I hadn't heard from
Bo Hunting said, I think the game will be settled by 7 points or less.
Oh, go down there right there.
Ben Evanson. He says, will we be seeing round 2 of the Row 60
Ben
sign?
Evanson, I've been meaning to call him for a while now, and I'm going to do that, brother, this upcoming week. I need to know time. Tell him to send a day that he'll be free for a long conversation.
That might be something you want to text.
Oh yeah, I can text. I'll text
him that.
But no, what just a great buddy, one of my best friends. We've had some good times growing up.
Oh
together.
yeah.
So gonna be a doctor, Clark.
Escorted off the property.
Oh, it should be.
Maybe.
Should be.
Maybe we should like chain ourselves, or we should have Andrew and Joshua chain themselves to like a bike rack or something out on Myers Quad.
Yeah, we're going to throw
can't-
it up. We're going to throw that sign up.
Yeah.
And they're going to know that we're here.
And
our presence will be felt.
Yes.
We're going to plant it.
8 by 4 foot sign, y'all. It is huge. That thing is humongous.
I got to go get it. It might have a few it's folded up.
Oh boy.
In the back of the shop.
Oh boy.
So.
Oh man. Let's see. Oh, the real MVP, Joe. I guess he's talking about Joe the caller.
Yeah.
Yes, Joe from Jefferson.
Joe from Jefferson. Just I love the energy level. Need somebody else to call, bring in some good energy.
Rich Beck, are you guys going to SEC Nation? We won't be going. Like I said, Andrew and Joshua will. We are tailgating really close to SEC Nation. So if you are going to Athens and you're going to SEC Nation, we're right there.
Come on.
We're right there.
Yeah,
at it.
South Newton Street.
South Newton Street. Michaela Jordan, clearing the smoke. Yes.
There you go.
This is a good one. Shannon Shipley, Smokey will enter
the
transfer portal. Yep. I saw a tweet at him this week that
ain't
said,
nobody going to take him because he's an ugly dog.
What's that?
Smokey's a ugly dog.
He's a pretty dog, but
not tonight.
Not tonight. Not tonight or not tomorrow.
Just roll with the narrative.
Okay.
Just roll with the narrative.
Listen to this. I saw a tweet that said the winner of this game should keep the other team's dog.
Okay.
So like if we win tomorrow, we get to keep Smokey.
Right.
For a year.
Okay.
And if they win, they get to keep Ugga.
Okay.
That'd be really interesting.
All right. Well, interesting. Little deal there.
Blake Newman, Kenny Mack, 3 total touchdowns. Man. Let's see. Offensive MVP will be the O-line. Defense MVP, Chris Smith.
I like it.
Agreed.
I like it. That's good. That's good. I like the comments that
Oh,
we got going on.
Here we go. Austin Smith. I'll make a deal with you, Adam. If Georgia beats Tennessee, I'll wear a Georgia shirt. They lose, you wear a Tennessee shirt.
I'm not wearing a Tennessee shirt.
So no deal?
I mean, I'm confident in Georgia.
Enough not to.
Enough not.
Yeah. So
I'm confident enough Georgia's going to win. I'll do it.
You'll do it?
Yeah, I'll do it.
But he has to provide you the Tennessee shirt. Is that correct?
That's right.
Okay.
No, I'm not going to get one. I just can't. I can't even think about that, putting myself in that scenario. I never have bet on Georgia football money, any deals like that.
T-shirt
because
deal?
I believe that you shouldn't gamble with your heart.
Ooh,
you shouldn't gamble. That's some good wisdom right there, folks. That I've heard been passed down. You don't gamble with your heart.
You've got to know when to hold them.
Yeah,
and know when to fold them.
Yep. Hey, speaking of that, I saw him perform that song live at Neyland Stadium.
Really?
At 2005 Georgia-Tennessee game.
Was that like a halftime show?
Yeah, it was a halftime show.
Wow.
They would bring of course, because it's close up there in Tennessee. They would bring Dolly Parton, of course, and I think Charlotte Daniels did it a time or two, but Kenny Rogers was there that particular day, and I want to say the Tennessee band spelt out Gambler. Or Kenny Rogers or something, but it was a neat experience.
That is cool.
Just
I wish they would
fun fact to tie it all in. Yeah, you brought that up.
I do love the Red Coat Band, but man, it would be cool to see like an actual halftime.
Big Lee Greenwood came out there one day.
Did he really?
Close to the Veterans Day, and
did he sing
God Bless the USA, and old Aaron Tippin, the Stars and Stripes and the Eagle Fly. I think that's kind of what they do. Is Aaron Tippin and Lee Greenwood don't have the most repertoire of hits from the early 90s when they were in late 80s when they were in but they have 2 standout patriotic songs that everybody loves. So I think they've kind of made an agreement like to add to their set list that they do a patriotic melody per se. That each one of them will sing the other's big patriotic hit, Stars and Stripes and God Bless USA. Now, anyway,
let me ask you this. It's kind of staying on the subject right here. If you could have one artist perform at a Georgia football halftime, let's just say it's not like the national championship game, because I don't want to go see anybody at halftime in the national championship game. But let's assume this is just a normal Georgia home game playing Vanderbilt. Who would you love to see on the 50-yard line at halftime performing?
Mark Chestnut.
Mark Chestnut.
I was kidding. I'd love to see Eric Church. I'd love to see Eric Church, of course, but and then a guy Alan Jackson, the Georgia guy. I think that would be pretty good. And a rock and roll band,
any of them,
just good high energy. Hey, we saw for the rap fans, we saw was it Ludacris that came out there?
Yes, Ludacris.
Spring game
G-Day.
And the Quavo guy is a big Georgia fan too.
Yeah, Quavo. Did you know that Takeoff? God rest his soul.
Who is Takeoff?
Takeoff is actually one of.
I really don't know who.
Yeah, well, Quavo and Takeoff, and then there's one more in this group called Migos, right?
Okay.
Takeoff actually got shot and killed this week.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, so it's sad moment, but
so Quavo's not an individual, right? He's in a group.
No. Quavo is his own. Quavo Huncho. That's one entity, one person,
one
right?
person. Okay.
Migos is the three.
Okay.
Well, I mean now it would be two of them.
I got you.
So
I got you.
All that to say, yes.
Well, dang, I hate that, man.
Yeah. Sad news
definitely.
for sure. Let's see. We'll read off a couple more comments here. Let's see. Don't know if this has been said, but Georgia is top 5 in the nation for third down offense, while Tennessee is 59th in the nation for third down defense.
That's nice.
Should be a vital part of the game for a dog win. Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
that's a great stat.
Yeah, it is.
Is that Jackson Wilkins?
Yeah.
Great, Jackson. Also, we have a open line, folks, tonight.
Yeah.
Logan, call in if you're still listening because we had to reject him earlier.
Yeah. Put Adam on kickoff. He'll be the first one down the field.
Yeah, I would get depleted, but I'd have a good time doing it.
Would you?
It
would be awesome just to strap on the red and black and just fly down the football field and get walloped.
It just get
destroyed.
Yeah.
Decapitated. Let's see. All right, we're getting another call here.
Who we got?
All right, welcome to our 60. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hey, it's Star Wars Dog again. Had to call back in.
Star Wars.
We got some double dippers tonight.
What you got tonight?
Oh, man. Still keeping it alive, keeping it lively. Wanted to get in and
go.
holler at you a little more, man.
Okay. All right, man. Good deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you. So what, I mean, has the feeling changed in the past hour? Are we still feeling good?
I might have added one more touchdown. I think Brock Bowers got away from him again.
Now, what caused that touchdown to come into play in the last hour?
This big dog energy going on right now.
I like it.
Mr. Joe getting us hyped up. Let's go. Let's go, Dogs.
Hey, go Dogs, Star Wars dog. I love it, man. I love it. Love it, baby.
That's right.
Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. But yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good time. Everybody's going to enjoy it, and we're gonna let it rip. Let it rip, baby.
I'm jealous I ain't going. I should have thought about it because I was trying to decide what game to go to because last year I went to the Arkansas game, and that was a dang good decision.
That was
a loud noon game, and I loved it.
Yeah.
And I was trying to figure out early on in the season what game would be a good one to try to get tickets for.
Yep.
And I was trying to figure out which ones might be a night game too, and I was like, Tennessee ain't gonna be much this year.
Right.
And I didn't pull the trigger. I was like, well, we'll just sit this year out.
Yeah.
As far as going down to Athens. But,
hey, I understand that happens to the best of us, because everybody kind of thought about that with Tennessee. To be honest, we weren't expecting that, but yeah.
Well, hey, as long as you're feeling good, hey, you should just drive out to Athens tomorrow.
Yeah,
and go find you a restaurant. Just go sit out there.
Just be in the atmosphere, man.
I'm telling you, that's the way to do it.
Come by the tailgate. Yeah. Come by the tailgate, and we'll have a good time.
Yeah, unfortunately, my buddy, he's the one that I would always go to the games with, and he's on duty in Locust Grove. He's a cop there. He'll be on duty this weekend, so I won't have my ride along buddy, and I mean, I could probably mingle just fine down there by myself.
Hey, there you go, man. Absolutely.
I definitely like to have some company.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. I understand that, man. It's a good game to fellowship, be with people you love. Wherever you're at, it doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody, like I've said, needs to be just as rowdy, like they were on the 50-yard line front row yelling at Hendon Hooker when he's on the bench right there. Treat it like that's what's happening. Like Hendon Hooker is 10 yards away from you in your living room. That's the kind of mindset that I expect out of everybody tomorrow.
It's okay to be a little undignified tomorrow. Wherever you're at.
I agree 100% with that.
Yeah.
Take it to another
I'm
level.
afraid I'm gonna spill some spicy boiled peanuts on my lap because of something happening tomorrow.
And that's just a sacrifice we all have to make.
Yeah.
I mean, we are all going to have to make sacrifices tomorrow with what we do, and that might be one. There might be a little pain involved with it, but it's temporary. And that's the great
right.
Herschel Walker said, pain is only in your head, Clark.
Did he say that?
He said that when he separated his shoulder on the second play from scrimmage in the 1981 Sugar Bowl against Notre Dame, that won the 80 championship, and then he went on to rush for 100 yards. He said, pain is only in your head, Clark. So sacrifice will have to be made tomorrow. Voices are going to have to be just lost tomorrow, and it's going to be a good time, have all. There's going to be I want every church in the state of Georgia to make a joyful mouth noise because we can't sing the hymns, Clark, or the songs because nobody has a voice left, or it's going to be some squeaky, some tenors and bass going on there because, Clark, everybody in the state of Georgia is not going to have a voice after tomorrow at 3:30. It's going to be big. It's going to be big. Going to be big. Going to be big. Going to be big.
I project your voice is going to be more hoarse than it was after that Jacksonville visit.
That's the plan. That's the plan, brother. So we will see. We will
see. Yes, sir.
We will see. We will see.
Well, hey, go ahead.
Would you think that Herschel Walker is probably the all-time dog?
Oh, absolutely. There's not a shadow of a doubt that Herschel Walker is the best player to ever put on pads at the University of Georgia. What he did, he single-handedly, I'll be honest with you, won a national championship in an era where a running back could do that. You look at what the Bulldogs were in '79. A lot of not to take away a lot of those guys. I mean, great defense from Frank Ross and those guys, but I think though those guys on that team, Buck Bellew, Lindsey Scott, Amp Arnold, all those veteran guys would be the first to tell you that they wouldn't have won it that year without Herschel Walker. And especially when people didn't know and. He should have won a couple more. He should have definitely won in '82 as well. His last, and then who knows what would have happened if he would have came back for the '83 season. So I think if he would have came back and played the '83 season, there would have been some SEC records or all-time football records that would not have been touched. Star Wars. So yeah, absolutely.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, hopefully with these playoffs expanding, it'll we'll probably be visiting the highest games of the year every single year.
That's right. That's right. Star Wars is going to be
good. We'll be able to afford a slip up.
There we go. That's right. That's right.
Man. Well, hey, we appreciate the call, and we're going to take some more. But, thank you for tuning in tonight, man.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Hey, go Dogs, Star Wars, be loud. Love it. Logan, try it again. Run it back. Star Wars, I love that. Love the enthusiasm out of Star Wars tonight.
I love the fact that we're getting some double dippers
to the family. Great addition to the family. And what I love seeing, I'm seeing some of the Row 60 community mingle with each other tonight, too. And I like that. I like that.
Getting to know each other.
Everybody needs to get to know each other. Have some chatter, about the game from each other in the comment section. That's what I like about it.
Here's what we're going to do. I've got all these crazy ideas for us in the future, Adam.
I love it.
One of the things we need to do is take a bye week one time. Get together and watch college football all day.
I like it. I like it a lot, as a matter of fact.
All right. Welcome to Row 60. What's your name and where are you calling from?
This is Logan from the Classic City.
Logan!
With boots on the ground.
Boots on the ground. Logan, man. Me and Logan have actually we have actually both been in Athens. The two of us have been in Athens at separate times with Logan this week.
That's true, yeah. I took Logan's senior pictures, and what did you do with that? With Logan today?
We had to go take some chickens to the lab.
Love it. Interesting. Well, Logan, how are you feeling, man?
You know, I wasn't feeling very good until Adam and I spent about 5 hours in the car together, breaking down every single facet of the game that you could possibly break down.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I'm feeling pretty good.
Good.
I think I can speak for Adam too. That we're both feeling pretty good.
Yeah, we kept feeling better and better and better about it, and then we went to the Butt Hut, got us a nice meal at the Butt Hut. All right, Logan. So tell us the first time we got to talk to you on the call-in show this year. Last year you talked about Lab McConkey having a breakout. You also mentioned Smile Mondon, who's a big part of the defense right now. So I know we're over halfway through the season, but so I'll let you say this: who should we watch out for tomorrow?
Oh,
I think I know who you're going to go with. Go with the guy that we hadn't mentioned. I'm sorry, Lo, you could hold that. You could do that one, whatever you're going to say, but also bring up the guy that we talked about in the truck today too.
And, I've been thinking a lot about that, and I really do think that Dylan Bell is going to have a breakout game tomorrow.
There it is. There it is.
And that's something that Adam and I talked about. And I mean, he's gotten his targets. He's been getting some playing time, but you got to think these defensive coordinators for Tennessee, their eyes are on the Eric Gilberts and the Brock Bowers and the Darnell Washingtons and the Ladd McConkneys of the world. And I feel like Dylan Bell may be able to kind of get that one-on-one coverage on the outside and maybe he'll make some pretty big plays.
I like it. Yeah, that's right.
He had one, man, what was that long pass he had? He had a big catch. Almost, I think they ruled it incomplete or something. Is it home the other week? Do you not remember?
Might have been. I can't get it.
But anyway, all that to say, yeah, I mean, he has a lot of speed. And you're right, Logan. If you can get him on a one-on-one matchup, especially on the outside, I mean, yeah, he could certainly make some big-time plays.
Absolutely.
I think this could be his breakout game. Because like I said, I feel like they're going to be double covering Brock Bowers just because he's Brock Bowers.
Right. Of course.
And that'll free up a free safety over the top.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree, man. And we've been looking for that vertical threat. We've been looking for a guy who can stretch the field, Logan. You know, a guy that, you know, and maybe we'll see that tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe we'll see, and we talked about this too. Maybe Arian Smith gets one tomorrow, Carl.
Yeah, I mean, and the good thing, the good thing is too, you know, talking about these receivers, they have an awful lot of speed, and the more you can get those safeties to creep back in coverage, that allows for those curls, for those tight ends to run those curls, those 10, 15-yard deep curls. You got the out route. I mean, there's so many things that open up when you do have that vertical threat. So, yeah, I mean, having any one of those guys out there running downfield and get past the safety is huge.
That's exactly right.
Oh, yeah, and I think I think that's the biggest part of our game is just to be able to be efficient on offense. But I think the most critical part is to just slow their run offense down. Because if you make them one-dimensional and make them pass where they have to,
that's right.
I mean, we saw it against Pitt.
Yeah.
Look, you stop the run game, and yeah, they're still going to put up their points. They're still going to get theirs, but they're not this explosive offense that we just see that dynamic, well-rounded offense that we saw against like the Alabamas of the world.
That's right. That's right. I agree.
Now help me with this, y'all. Tennessee was down 17-0 against Pitt. Is that right? It's something. I think they went up 17-0.
You know, we had a game. Who was Georgia playing?
It was
we were at home because it was during this. Who was it? Shoot,
might have been Kent State. I don't know.
Was it Kent State? It might have been Kent State.
Maybe it was early.
Anyway, it was early in the season.
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't remember. But they were down, and it was against Pitt's
backup
quarterback. Keaton Slovis wasn't in the game, and they went to overtime. And yeah, you're right, Logan. I mean, what Pitt did so well is they took away the run. Mm-hmm. And that's where some struggles came from for that Tennessee offense. So I agree. That's going to be first and foremost. And that is what Kirby Smart has built his brand and his style of defensive football on from the beginning, and that will always be the case with defensive football, no matter how the game has evolved in years past and where it's going. The first staple of good, sound defensive football is to stop the run, Clark.
That's it.
And Logan, you stop the run first, and good things happen when you stop the run, and bad things happen when you don't stop the run.
That's true. And the way you stop the run is you got to play physicality,
composure, and physicality. You have to get a push, and when you have number 88 in the middle, that's a pretty dang good push right there.
That's a real
good push right there.
Yeah.
So like we talked about, Logan, you're going to have to get 88. He's going to have to cause some havoc up in the middle. Cooper Mays ain't going to know what hit him.
He may lose a finger.
Mays isn't going to know what hit him.
He may lose a finger.
Hey, I hope they have a special chair for his father, Kevin Mays, tomorrow.
A foldable metal chair. Yeah.
So so you know, but if he just bulldozes over old Cooper tomorrow and creates some times for old Small and Pop to come through that A gap, man, let's do it. That's what I like.
Mm-hmm.
And another freshman that I think is going to have a pretty darn good game.
Who's that?
Because he made a few mistakes last week. I think he's really going to want to come back for some vengeance. Is Big Bear Alexander?
Yeah, I agree, 100%.
He's a great player. I'm telling you, that kid's
because he's been getting more and more playing time, and he reminds me so much of JD.
Yeah,
I agree, man.
I
agree.
I could be wrong on that.
No, I agree with you.
I'm going to go ahead and put my neck out there and say that one.
I think so too, man. He's going to be the next interior DL guy for sure. He's carry the torch.
He's got the name at least.
Yeah,
Bear. Come on.
Oh, I love it, man.
I mean, come on.
You got to be a defensive tackle to be a Bear.
I love it.
Caitlin, come here. My wife, Caitlin, just got in. Hey, Logan, we're gonna wrap this thing up, man. Hey, it was great hearing from you. It was great seeing you this week too. By
Logan.
The way.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Be loud tomorrow. Holla at me. Go Dogs, baby.
Go Dogs.
Yes, sir.
Caitlin, come here. Here's my wife, Caitlin, y'all.
Here, you want?
No.
You want to talk?
No.
Oh, okay.
Say hey to everybody.
Hello.
Caitlin, how are you feeling about the game tomorrow? You were in kind of a predicament. Caitlin here.
Oh my gosh.
I love this.
Well, Caitlin here.
Oh yeah, we're going to talk about it.
Yeah, we're going to put you on the spot here. Caitlin was in a very big predicament, right?
Right.
So she has her little niece's birthday party. It's tomorrow at 5:30. So a couple hours after the game starts. But anyway,
it's true.
She's going to the game, and then we're also going to go see Riley Kate, her niece, later.
That's
so
good.
it's a win-win situation.
That's how
right?
you handle
it's
these type of deals.
Yeah.
But what I'm really proud is the maturity.
Yes.
In her Georgia fandom.
Right.
Of understanding when it is in need.
Yeah.
And then still though having a good moral heart.
Right.
And doing what needs to be done first.
We're not just skipping it. We're gonna make it.
But
yeah.
I love that I've seen what has been great is I have seen, and what I love is seeing people at Georgia football, their passion grow through the years.
Yes.
And I can see it like with my younger cousins and everything, and how it just gets contagious and it hits you. And that bug just grows. I encourage that, man. I encourage that for everybody.
All right, Caitlin, since you're here, come here. Step up. Come on.
Why?
It's okay. Since you're here, tell us, what are your thoughts on tomorrow's game?
I think it's going to be a really close one. We're going to be very anxious the whole time. I'm already trying to figure out how I'm going to console you just in case. No matter about my feelings. But we're going to win it. We're going to pull it out.
Caitlin, what are we going to have to do when Tennessee comes out on the defense side of the football to move and they stack the box? They got 8 in the box. What are we going to do? How are we going to attack that from an offensive standpoint?
You know what? I trust our coaching staff, and I know that they have a good plan in place.
There you go.
And
That's
I'm
right.
going to trust that. So
That's
it
right.
doesn't matter what I think.
I like. There we go.
All right, come here.
Thanks, Adam. Thanks.
First play of the game, Caitlin. You know enough football to kind of predict stuff.
I really don't.
You do.
What did Adam say?
You're learning for sure.
What did you say? First play of the game.
No, we haven't done that in
haven't done
weeks.
that. No.
We haven't done that in weeks. That's why we're asking you.
That's
what
right.
is going to be the first play that Georgia runs tomorrow?
Somebody give me a good play. Comment.
Oh, that's good. Let's go. Comment.
What do the people say? What do they say?
Well, I mean, do you think it's going to be a run? Do you think it's going to be a pass?
I think it's gonna be a run.
Okay, run. You think it's going to be an inside run, outside? What you thinking?
I think we're gonna go inside to fill it out a little bit.
I like that. I like to see what kind of push we're getting from the inside, up the A gap.
See how the line's gonna react.
And I'll tell you, up the A gap, isn't that right?
That's correct.
You gotta do this,
Up the A gap.
do that.
Up the A gap. Straight up the middle. Up the A gap. Let them know we're coming in with a purpose, Caitlin. Let them know that we're going to bring some physicality to the table. We're going to put man on man, helmet on a helmet, and we're going to move some folks, and we're going to get up the field.
Move.
Move.
I heard moon some folks.
Don't put that idea in your head.
All right. Caitlin, we appreciate it.
Yes, good job.
Good
You can go shower now or whatever you got to do. You go get to sleep. At Cher's house, I believe. Man, we still have 34 people.
I love that, man.
Listening
hey,
and
I tell you what.
tuning in.
We're getting time to where we all need to start getting focused and not talking. I want everybody to tell their significant others, their spouses, their children that I'm putting a curfew in place for Dog Nation for vocal rest at 11:10. 11:10. At 11:10, everybody needs to either communicate through text, sign language, everything, and rest their vocal cords. No more talking for the whole Georgia Nation after 11:10 tonight. And you start, and it ends at 6 a.m. At 6 a.m. So that's a good about 7 hours roughly of just vocal cord rest, and that's what we need to do.
I like it.
That's what we need to do. So everybody,
rest up
at 11:10. after this show ends here in a minute, you got some time to explain to others what's happening. I want everybody to rest their vocals and give them a 6-hour break.
Yes. Oh boy, I'm telling you, this has been one of my favorite shows. Adam, I love the National Championship show, but this one has been fun, very eventful. We've got some great calls tonight from some new people too. I mean, it's been fun. So why would we wrap it up right now?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
We'll go a little bit longer. We need to.
Yeah. What time is it? Let's find a good number to go to. Hey, let's go to.
Hey, I tell you what. Yes, we're 10:20. Let's shoot for 10:20.
All right. Look, well, I'm here for it.
The reason why I've got there's a very special. Let me find this right quick.
Oh yeah.
Philip Carroll, our fellow dog, friend of the show, from Kentucky. He couldn't join the call-in show tonight. He is at a church event. But anyway, he sent in a voicemail to be played tonight. And he has a score prediction in his thoughts, so I'll play 60.
That now. It's Philip from Lexington, Kentucky. Hey, listen, I'm going to be at a man camp this evening with my church, so I won't be able to hit you up live during the call-in show. But I did want to go ahead and send in my thoughts and score prediction. Here's what I got for you. Give me Dawgs 45, Vols 28. And here's why, because I don't think Tennessee's coming all the way down I-75 to play between the hedges to kick field goals. No, man, they're going to be going all out for it. And while we're going to let Hot Pod get on the board, hey, we're going to kick a whole lot more than field goals tomorrow afternoon. And I can't wait. Man, they can show up with Smokey and all the smoke that number one ranking holds. And we're going to show up with our hobnail boots on, ready to hunker down and burn the boats. Hey, I think the best news all week came Tuesday night when they gave Kirby Smart that number 3 beside that big G. As if he needed any other motivation, he's going to have those boys ready to ride. And so, man, I'm excited about it. Man, fan of the show, excited for what's to come tomorrow. Give me again, Dawgs 45, Vols 28. Go Dogs.
I love it. Strong from Philip right there. Yeah. Love that, man. Love the dedication. Good friend of the show.
That's crystal clear.
Good friend of the show.
That's a good
old Benji Evanson with the old play action, go route shot in the first play. I like that. I would like that. Make a statement. Yes. Let them know.
That would be very exciting. Listen to this. So Rich Beck said, my wife loves seeing your wife make an appearance. Yeah, she may. Oh, there she is again, actually.
Yeah.
Did you see my comment?
Yes, we saw your comment. Caitlin said, glad I can get some support. I feel like we should start a Georgia football wives support group.
Yes.
For all the lady dogs out there.
Of row 60.
That sacrifice time to spend time with their husbands.
Yeah.
Watching Georgia football.
Yeah.
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 Now, I know I married up, Adam. I think you did too.
I did too. Hey, let's end the night with calling my wife.
Calling your wife
on the spot. Oh. Okay. Yes, that would be great. That would be great.
Just okay.
Can you call her?
I feel like she's not going to answer.
But
here. I'll call her.
She might not even be watching. She might think that she might think
that we're in trouble.
That you're that you know.
Oh, this is good. We need to start doing this, Adam.
Yes,
calling people.
Random people.
Yeah.
She's watching. She commented on me.
Come on,
Kelsey. Just a quick appearance.
We've got to start doing this. We need to call some local diners.
Yes. Oh, I know it. This is how we're really going to end the show.
Your call has...
foot.
That's terrible. Not being a good sport about it. Local...
are we actually going to do this?
Knoxville. This is how we're going to end the show.
Are we going to... All right, we're going to call somebody in Knoxville.
24 hour.
Oh, this is going to be golden. For those who stuck around, y'all are about to see something really interesting. Adam, I'm going to let you take control of the phone call because I don't know what to say to somebody, and I don't think I can.
Are you hooked up to the Wi-Fi here?
Yes.
I ain't got no service. Okay. So why don't you look at a good establishment?
Okay. Should I do like
24 hour? In Pigeon
Should I do
Forge
a
or
Waffle
Knoxville?
House? Should I do a Waffle House in Knoxville, Tennessee?
Yeah.
Do you think they will play?
Do they have their number? I don't know. I really don't know. It depends.
All right. Yeah, we're going to try this.
Is this like? Can we do it? Like?
Yeah.
Okay. Fair
enough.
enough.
Well, I don't know. We'll just say, hey, we're Row 60 Podcast. We're just calling to see them.
Get a vibe. How's yeah.
Oh gosh.
Just do it.
All right. Well,
Yeah, call the Waffle House.
This is something new.
You got the
trying.
number? You got the number?
Yeah, we've got a Waffle House on
Peppermill Drive.
Papermill.
Papermill.
Yes.
Golly.
All right. Here we go. I am not going to disclose the actual location of this.
Okay. I think it's not.
I think this is. Oh gosh! All right, you're
okay.
You're taking control over this.
Okay, gotta get a Texas bacon patty melt.
Thank you for calling the Papermill Waffle House. How can I help you?
Yes, are you in Knoxville, Tennessee?
What was that?
Is this Knoxville, Tennessee?
Yeah, hold on.
Okay.
Here. Thanks for calling Waffle House Papermill. Can I help you?
Yes, I just want to know who's going to win the football game tomorrow, Georgia or Tennessee?
Tennessee.
Oh, no, you got to cheer for the Georgia Bulldogs. We are a podcast. We just wanted to get a feel for what is going on in Knoxville, Tennessee tonight, and just wanted to see if the Big Orange Country was believing or if they think they're going to get beat tomorrow.
Okay. Well, I hope you have a good night.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Bye.
Bye.
They sounded really busy.
Yeah, I felt bad about that.
You know.
Yeah, Waffle House at yeah. But they played along good. That was good time.
We'll have
to.
We'll get us a
That's
list
right.
of.
Well, I didn't know really what to say because they said George. Bless her heart. There ain't no telling.
Oh man.
Anywho,
that was
great. I'm sure they're
amazing.
doing good. They sound like they are a good staff and looked like they were taking care of business up there. So awesome. Good deal.
Well, should we try an Athens Waffle House? No. Oh man. All right. I think this is a good stopping point here, man.
Let's do it.
It's been such a great show. A lot of fun. We appreciate everyone calling in and supporting us and Row 60. I'm like you, Adam. I love to watch other people mingle.
Yeah, I like
in
it
the
too,
comments
man.
and stuff.
Too.
It's cool to see kind of the interactions between everybody. And if we didn't get to your comment, I'm sorry. We got a lot tonight. We got a lot of things going on. But hey, yeah, if you're in Athens tomorrow, come see us in section 108. Adam, you will be on row 60. I'll be a couple rows below you. Is that right?
That's it. You're going to be right there with us, so you will be able to see both of us, though. If you come behind row 60, come by the tailgate tomorrow. Clark, this is it. This is what we've been waiting for. Talking's over, man. It's time to just go ahead and go do it. Y'all get some vocal rest tonight. 11:10 p.m. Nobody should be talking.
Sign language.
Zero vocal communication. Rest those vocal cords. Get fired up for tomorrow. Tomorrow is why we love Georgia football. Let me reiterate again that this is the biggest game in the college football regular season in a decade in the country. All eyes of the world will be in Athens, Georgia tomorrow. Heck of an opportunity. We are blessed to have it. Be thankful for it. Enjoy every minute of it tomorrow. Be loud. Lose your voice. Go Dogs, baby.
Go Dogs.